Ha! Here we go, guys. Ha ha! We are live, I think. Let me see. Video should be posted. Let me go to the web page. Sorry, guys, just give me a couple minutes here. I'm not one of those professionals that sets the page up and does the pre-program and sets the time and all those things. Actually, I can see my camera's a little crooked even, so that's driving me crazy already. Close this. Close this. Close all these things. Live stream. It looks like it started. So I'll be with you guys in just a second. Close all of these things. Come on, close. Oh, there we go. Close Chrome. Close that. All right. Let me see. So we switch. Hey, we got 8 views already. As I told you guys, I'm over on the Cowboy Crunk 2.0 channel. If you're here already, just give me 1 minute. The game hasn't started yet. We got 4 seconds, 3 seconds until continue. Signing in here, guys. Sign in, and I'll get the live stream going so we can chit chat, talk about these Packers and the Seattle, and see who we're gonna who we are going to match up with in the playoffs, man. I know it's a long haul. It's still early in the season. There's a lot going on. Hey, we're good. I'm live. I'm probably sitting here by myself talking to myself. Hey, we got 2 watching. Hey, good to go. All right, guys, I'm here. Chat box is open. Cowgirl Crunk, if you're out there, sorry, I just ended the Skype really quick, but big game tonight, guys. If we're going to get past our hurdle, this is one of them. Either one of these teams, we won't see them the rest of the year, but we will possibly see them in the playoffs. So it's a big game to watch. Hopefully we'll see. As you guys know, I'm really wanting the Packers to win this. Actually, it's not a big deal. I don't want to pull for the Packers, but I would prefer to get this. I got something in my inventory I got to get rid of. You guys know, I just got this damn thing laying around, and I want to get rid of it. I really got to get this damn thing burned, and I'm not going to burn it until we take him off the field, until our defense finally shuts his ass down and shuts his mouth and sends him home. And when we do that, then that jersey will never be seen again. So, what's up, Joe Lucas? Lucas Brazzi, how we doing, bro? Luca Brazzi in the house. Thank you, brother. Nice to see you again, man. It's been a while. I had to take some time off, man. I had a really rough time. A friend of mine passed away. I had some meetings in Dubai. I had some things going on. I just needed to kind of get away, and things are recovering. Actually, the Texans, I'm kind of pulling for the Texans this year. They did whip our ass, but since my buddy passed away, some of you guys know Kenny Ballard passed away. He was a huge Texans fan. He lived down the street from me. And, oh, yeah, my bad. The microphone wasn't plugged in. Thank you, sir. Excellent. I was watching the video. I was checking everything. Now we should be good. Luca Brazzi, my man, my technical advisor. Thank you very much. Should be good now. My buddy Kenny Ballard passed away. He's a Texans fan, and you know what? They have not lost a game since his passing. So, kind of cool. But if we meet the Texans again, it'll be in the Super Bowl. So that would be crazy. An all Texas Super Bowl. We'll see. But thank you guys for joining in, man. I got to get this channel growing. I want to get this one to grow for the live streams. I'm really missing the live streams during the games. And what's up? I got to slide this a little closer. I hope it doesn't affect the microphone. Pablo de Toro. Hey, bro. I hadn't seen you in a while, man. How you doing? Demetrius Dorsey. I like that name. What's up, Triple D? Double D's. Double D's in the house. Pablo Toro. Del Toro restaurant in Punta Cana is one of my favorite restaurants, brother. I appreciate you making if you're from Punta Cana, That's my restaurant, dog. The best steak I ever had in my life. El Toro restaurant at Hard Rock Cafe in Punta Cana. Randall Garcia, hey, we got a good little group going, man. This is cool. I appreciate you guys joining in. Nice to meet you guys. If you're already part of this channel, yeah, we have a big game coming up, guys. This game is important down the road but it's just going to be fun to watch these guys beat the hell out of each other, and then maybe not make the playoffs or meet us in the playoffs. But yeah, bro, this game coming up is big. All of the rest of our games are big, but if we can get this one, if we can take Atlanta out, we have Washington the next week. So we win this game, we have Washington. That's automatic. We have to win that one. But what I'm saying is, at least it's in our hands. We don't have to watch another team and hope somebody else beats Washington. It's blood on blood. Washington on Cowboys, big rivalry for first place. That's where we'll be sitting. We've got to win, but we need the Houston Texans. That's why I brought that up a second ago. My buddy Kenny Ballard. We need the Houston Texans to lose their game as well. So, or the Houston Texans to beat Washington next week. So we'll be watching. I'll be watching that game as well. The Texans against Washington. Hopefully Houston can pull it out. J.J. Watt and the boys can do some help for us. And then after that, we're sitting in the driver's seat. We don't have to really give a crap about anybody else. If Washington wins and Philly wins, we just have to win. As long as we win and keep winning, we leave it at that. But right now we need some help, and we may need some help later in the season. But if we can win these next few games, we can get on a hot streak. And how many times have we seen hot teams come into the playoffs and do well? Even wild card teams. I don't think we'll get a wild card. That's really, really the only way I see is getting a wild card would have to be probably us and Washington being tied at the end of the season, and Washington getting in due to having a better conference record, which means we would probably lose to Washington, and then we would win out, beat the Saints and some other games. So for us to get a wild card is going to be difficult because our division, the records are really low. So we may not get a wild card out of our division. We're gonna have to win. We're gonna have to win the Northeast Conference. So we can do that, guys. We can do it. I think it's gonna be tough, but we can do it. When do you get home? I get home. I don't know. I just was calling about that today, Luca Brazzi. I got my car in the shop. I want to get home by the 1st of the month, 1st of December, but I I want to go to a couple car shows, and my car's in the shop. I don't know when it's going to get out. I just ordered some new rims. I'm working a sponsorship deal with Rohana, which right now they make probably one of the better set of rims not in existence, I wouldn't say. They're a really high-end rim, and they're doing a sponsorship with my car, so we're working out the money, and I'll get the rims in hopefully around the 26th. If I can get the rims in then, I'll go home then. My wife is actually going to be out of town for a few days, and so I got to coordinate that as well. I don't want to be home without my wife there, so there's a few things, but I should be home. I definitely will be home by the 1st of December. It's on my. If you go to my home page, it's on the home page. Like where on the other one, not on this one, but on the regular homepage, it's on there. So we'll see. There's 2 car shows that weekend, the 1st and the 2nd, and I'm trying to get to those because I promised the sponsors for the car that I would have it there for that if they can get the rims there. So if they can get the rims there in time, I will have to try and get home by the 1st, so I could leave here the 27th. Get the rims put on, the new wheels, the tire, the new fabrication for the tires has to be done. So that'll take about 24 hours. So it's a lot to get done. But anyways, we got these Cowboys thing going. The car thing is different. I'll be doing that in the off season. It's a Bentley Continental GTC. It's a R edition, which is the race edition Bentley, and It's a nice little car. It'll my wife wants me to get rid of the damn thing, which I'm probably gonna have to. She doesn't complain about anything, but that car's been. I'm trying to get out of Afghanistan, so to do that, I got to liquidate some things. But we'll see. Gerald Edwards subscribed to you a couple weeks ago. Nice channel. Keep up the good work. Hey, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I enjoy doing it. It's fun. It does get. It's a little time consuming. I don't see how Mark Holmes does what he does. Man, that guy pours time and hours and blood and sweat. That dude pours everything into it. So I know you guys all know who he is. That was my mentor when I started doing this. Um, I like his show. He's a good guy. We met at the draft. I left here from Afghanistan. If you guys don't know the story, I left Afghanistan, rented an RV, drove all the way to the draft from Houston to Dallas. He had his team drive from Washington. We met there. We hung out for 2 3 days. We cooked, barbecued. We had some drinks. We had a blast. Bach Lombardi was there. Foots was there. Some of the other guys. And now we kind of keep in touch. I'm on the lower level, but I'm good to go. I enjoy sitting here. I have time to chat with pretty much every message that comes on the chat box. When are you gonna use Rico? Seems like he's a wasted roster spot. Luca, man, I don't know, dude. I'm so pissed about that. I don't even like to talk about it. It just is it it just like baffles me why we would have so many problems like with our offense, and they don't want to like make changes. You see other teams, they like, you know what, throw that dude in. Let's see what he's got. If if you put Rico in and just decide, give him 4 to 5 targets a game, just 4 or 5 targets. Do it one game, one freaking game. And if it don't work, then put him back on the bench. But shit, do everyone out there is looking for us to try and use Rico Gathers, and everyone out there, Skip Bayless. I know you guys know who he is. He's told Shannon Sharp if they put him on the field, he will be a better tight end than you. Shannon Sharp was laughing at it, but of course you got to laugh at it. But Shannon Sharp kind of agreed with him. He said, "Hey, the dude has some possible, abilities, but if he's not getting on the field, there's got to be a reason. There's got to be a reason." Well, a lot of the reasons we see our coaching staff doesn't make sense to us. So hey, they're raising the 12-man flag right now, guys. Game will be starting here in a minute. Guard 76, Stefano needs to start. Yeah, I pretty much think that's a given. I think, man, the line looked a lot better. Trading number 71 for extra second and third round pick in next year's draft. Man, that would be crazy. Um, I, I'm a Collins fan. I like the guy, but he has had trouble. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he's fallen off. It's pretty obvious. But I agree with you. That sounds good. He still has a good name, and when you see players internally as a team, we can see players. We can see players a lot more. We get to read them more than other teams, of course. So if you see something in a player that no one else can see, it might be a good opportunity to trade them before their name is ruined. You know what I mean? Like like Chaz Green. After the Atlanta game, we're like, you ain't getting you won't get a bag of hot dog crap for that dude now. And prior to that, you might have been able to trade him for something, a little something, a biscuit or a coin. You could trade him for a coin toss or something. Hey, you give us the coin toss, we'll let you guys have Chaz Green. But hey, Chaz Green, go change your jersey and get on the Pittsburgh Steelers sideline. No tell how good Dak could be with better. Man, Luca, you know what? I think everybody's on this kill Dak thing, and I've been on and off of it. I don't know what to do. One week I want to kill him. One week, but it's different than the Romo thing. Romo would do things that drove you crazy because he had so many responsibilities. But with Dak, um, yeah, true. you're like, hey, Chaz Green, take your shit. They gave us the coin toss. We didn't do a coin toss. That we just decided we would take the coin toss. We're gonna take the ball first, but you got to play for them. So get your ass over there. But no, on the Dak thing, man, he looks good at times. He looks bad at times. So to me, uh, I think he's not like an outstanding quarterback, but I think I like Dak. Exactly what you're saying. I think he has a lot of talent. I think the best thing is we would never have to worry about that dude. Everybody on that team will listen to him and follow him as long as I think the receivers get a little frustrated. Game started, guys. I think the receivers get a little frustrated with his accuracy, but if they understood we have the other things around him, if we give him more time on the line, if we can throw the ball a little better, box up, and get Zeke running better again, we have to do both. You can't just say we're just going to run the ball, we're just going to run the ball, we're just going to run the ball, and those two guys on the receivers or one if we're in a three tight end set, you don't have to pay attention to them. We have to have some kind of outside presence. We have that now, I think. It's going to make a big difference. So I think Dak can be good enough to win a Super Bowl. I think he's better than Eli Manning. I think he's a hell of a lot better than Eli Manning. But we're going to have the defense. But I think we have that already. We're going to have to put a little bit better line around him and keep the offense, the defense, excuse me, keep the defense guessing. He's going to have to run the ball some. You know, his now when I compare him to Eli Manning, of course, there's no comparison. Completely different quarterbacks. He's durable too. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a big, thick, solid linebacker type running back. I mean, quarterback. So we've got to put him in those positions to use him to keep the defense off balance. We got to use the read options, and he has to run a few of those, not just hand it off to Zeke and read the linebacker, and hand it off to Zeke, read the linebacker. He has to just take a couple of those and run it. Last week he had 6 carries for 9 yards. That's nothing, but it kept the defense guessing. The same way with when we throw the ball deep, uh, and they're already in field goal range. Packers, oh, they scored a damn touchdown. Let's go, Packers! I want these some bitches in the playoffs with us again, man. I would love to play them in the wild card game, or in the first divisional game. Um, since we've already lost to Seattle, isn't it better if Seattle lost instead of Green Bay? Ah, it might be. Well, we're worried about our division first. So I see what you're saying. As far as the you are correct. As far as getting a wild card spot. But if we win our division, we don't need to worry about those guys until the playoffs. So we'll definitely be in the playoffs if we win our division. So that's what I'm more concerned about with. If we can win our division, yes, I would prefer the Packers to win this game. So if we don't win our division, I don't think our record will probably be good enough to even be considered for a wild card. So that's where I'm looking at. Yeah, the tiebreaker. Yeah, we would need that against Seattle. So Atlanta's not in, probably not going to be in there. We have to play them. We have to beat them this week. That's a big one too. We could be in a tiebreaker with Atlanta next week, we at the end of the season. So Atlanta's another team we have to beat. So that is true. We've got to beat Atlanta. We got to beat Washington. To me, the safest thing is win the division. Rams quarterback looked like a bust until they got McVay. Man, it extremely, extremely true. I believe exactly that same thing. I just believe I'm on and off about Jason Garrett. My thing with Jason Garrett is his clock management. I think he's horrible at it. I think he doesn't fire a team up. I don't think he comes in with a game plan. Overall, I don't think he pushes his offensive coordinator very well. I think when he is forced to push his offensive coordinator, he does, and we look better. I don't, as you guys know, we're not in the locker room, we're not in the film studies, we're not in the coaches meetings and stuff like that. But that's my perspective. Uh, Jason Garrett and Linehan are the problems. And to me, being an executive manager of a company, I look at Jerry Jones as being the problem.
If I've got a problem in this company, if I don't fix it, Dr. Aziz is the guy above me. He's the owner. Uh, if he has a problem with me, he needs to come to me. And that's the way it is. I think Jason, Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, I know they've discussed it, but if they need to make a move, they need to make that move, and not be scared, not be timid, not play around with it, and not tell us, different things. What's up, Jason? How you doing, bro? How you been, man? Everything, all is good? Garrett is just annoying. Oh yeah, he's really annoying. He's pissed me off enough times where we could win the Super Bowl, and I'd probably be pissed off if he touched the damn Super Bowl trophy. So uh, that's just where I stand on it. I don't. You're busy. Well, why? What's got you so busy, bro? Oh no, 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 you're good, man. I mean, I only had a couple people there. It wasn't a big deal, but it was a good conversation. Stevie Mack was there, and all those things. Some of the guys were there, and it's a small channel on this side, which is kind of good. I don't miss a message. There's usually about 10, 15, 20 of us here, so we get to have a good conversation. Remodel it. Okay, I had some damn problems with the garage door today and had to call a professional in, of course, since I'm over here, to fix the garage door. But we got taken care of. So right now we got Packers up 7-0. I'm sure everyone can see the game. It's a Sunday night game or a Thursday night game, so there won't be anyone chiming in and asking what's the score, or unless you guys are at work. Really, I'm pulling for the Packers. You guys did mention the Seattle Seahawks. We already lost to them, so a tiebreaker uh, would would benefit us, with Seattle losing this game or winning this game. So to me, I'm pulling for the Packers, and that's because I don't know, Jason, if you've seen the jersey I have. I have a Aaron Rodgers jersey that I'm pulling for the Aaron. I'll pull it out again since there's probably a few new people in here. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen it, this damn thing is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping for these damn guys to win so we can have these guys in the playoffs. We can destroy these guys and get our hurdle out of the way. Like I said on the other video, right now our hurdle has been the Packers. Uh, this guy has fired bullets into our back. Yeah, I'm gonna burn that damn thing. It's gonna be fun to burn. I'm gonna enjoy burning it. I don't wish anything bad on him or his family or an injury or anything like that. But it's gonna, any football game. This is the toughest sport played, I think, in the world, guys. Yeah, they have a very short lifespan as far as playing goes. The concussion things they go through, it's not like basketball. Basketball players make about 40% more on average, uh, and on top of that, they can play basketball if they're good enough. Even an average player will play 5 to 6 years, and switch teams. In football, if you're an average player, you got a year or two, maybe max, and you're not going to make near the money. So football players have it tough. Baseball, as you guys know as well, they make extremely too much money. The problem is you can't. I want to talk about something, guys. I know there's only 10 of us here. Uh, I want to talk about the stretching the season out, which is something I've thought that would be a great idea. Uh, they haven't gone to the level that I want to do it. Jerry Jones has spoke about it. Let me check the check box. Carrot Top always has a plan A, but yeah, he always has a plan A, but never has a plan B. He never has any plays in his pocket, and that's what I want to say about the last game we had, guys. I do agree. They had a couple plays on the fourth down. They ran that option play. It was nice to see something a little different, even though Dak got a bad snap and kind of had to throw a bad pitch to Ezekiel Elliott because they don't run that a lot. But it did work out. Oh, thanks, Paul. I'm in the house. Paul Sherrick, Paul Sherrick in the house. Thank you, brother. Where you from? I'm as you guys know, I'm from Houston, Texas. So when I get home in December, I'll start doing the channels from there, or the live streams from there, and I won't have the other channel up until January 11th or some shit like that. So, but Yeah, it seems that's what I'm talking about, Joe. Luca Brazzi. Garrett and Linehan are surface issues. Jerry, the root. Yeah, that exactly. That's Jerry's call to make, and he needs to make it. Los Angeles in the house. Very nice, man. So you guys got the game coming to you. I really think it's ridiculous they're moving the game from Mexico. I know I'm jumping around, but moving the game from Mexico I think is stupid. They've got a week. I think they could do some kind of artificial turf there. You call some engineers in. You spend some money and you put a temporary artificial turf down. Yeah, the Rams are tough, bro. And like we said earlier. Okay, hey, do your thing, brother. Take care. I'll be around. We'll see you Sunday for the game at 1 p.m. Eastern time. I think is what time the game is. It's like 10 o'clock here, 10:30. So we'll see you guys around. Austin, Texas, in the house. Hey, right down the street, brother. Right down the street. But yeah, I'm from Houston, bro. So, but the Jerry Jones thing, that's his call. He if he needs to get rid of those guys, he needs to make that call. He needs to do it. I think a coach can change a team like this, as you guys saw in the Rams game, or with the Rams, looking totally different under McVay. The Tennessee Titans made a quick turnaround after getting rid of Fisher. Uh, it just was stagnant, like stale water, not moving, and all those changes were big changes for the team. Right now, Chicago's looking really good with their uh, rookie coach up there, their first year. Packers are killing them. I'm talking too much, bro. I hadn't had a chance to look. I had 30K. I heard 30K Chiefs fans had yeah. I can guarantee you some people got down there early. Some people had been there for a week. I mean, if I was going to go to a game in Mexico, I'd go there a week and a half early and hang out in Mexico for a week and a half and then watch the game and come home. But, I think they could have done something. They could have, as you guys know, they put artificial fields out all the time, basketball arenas, hockey arenas. They changed and I know a football field is a little different, but I think they could have put down some kind of solid type material and some kind of, you know, turf is not much different than playing on carpet. I've played on turf before, and man, it's pretty solid. So I think they could have put down some artificial solid surface and then put some kind of carpet padding type stuff and put turf down, and 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 it would have been a pain in the ass, but the labor you could have got the labor in Mexico, I'm sure, and I'm not saying that disrespectfully, uh, bro. I'm saying you can get it done. I guarantee you. Rogers is insane, dude. That's why we need to. He's like Darth Vader to me. He's the Darth Vader of uh, of the Dallas Cowboys. Um, yeah, that I'm sure there's thousands of fans there that have lost lots of money. And what's the NFL going to do for them? About the only thing they can do is reimburse them with free tickets, reimburse them with some kind of get the players even. The players are going to have to step up and do some things. Maybe maybe the NFL does some things for the players, so the players can come give those fans that missed out on that, give them some opportunities to come to some kind of like come to the draft and come to some special party or something like that, or I don't know. There's things they can do. Uh-oh, hit the crossbar. Yeah, I haven't even seen one play of the game. But yeah, we got a big game coming up, guys. I think we can handle Atlanta. I think we got a good opportunity. Their run defense is horrible. So uh, with their run defense being as horrible as it is, I think my prediction is they're going to really stack the box to shut down Ezekiel Elliott. And if they do that, we've got to throw the ball. And if we can get 3 or 4 passes, that's all it'll take. 3 or 4 passes in the first couple drives, decent 10, 15 yard, attempts, targets, um, then that'll open the defense up. Uh, and they'll have to pull that guy out of the box if they realize, hey, they're going to throw the ball. They're going to throw the ball. They're going to be successful throwing it if we don't, make our defense honest. So there was something up here I missed earlier, and I don't know what it was. Let me check this out. Yeah, that sucks about the game they moved for Mexico. I really think they could have done something. I think that was kind of a chicken crap move. They took care of the NFL before they took care of the fans. They just wanted to make sure the game went across. They wanted to make sure they didn't have to reschedule a game down the road or something like that. So uh, I think both of the teams had already had their buys. So with both of the teams already having their buys, it's not like they could reschedule it. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. Penny coming up. So we got 6 here. Anyone got any idea what's the score going to be Sunday? Dallas, Atlanta. I know I picked 34-17. That might be a little high. uh, I might be smoking some Afghani poppy seeds or something. I don't know what they have out there. Oh, it's a double throw. Lockett stuck with it. I was just glad that Tate didn't go off on us again like he did in the Detroit game. That kind of worried me, and I'm hoping he doesn't when we play the Eagles the next game. So really enjoyed seeing your D coordinator. Really enjoyed seeing our D coordinator showing that fire. Yeah, you know what? I did too. It didn't bother me. Of course, Jerry Jones and those guys are going to jump on it and say, "Oh, he shouldn't have done that." Man, you know what? Uh, the clapper needs to get his ass out there and get fired up a little bit, is what I think. And Linehan's old ass, uh, he's not any damn better. So that's what the team I think is missing, and that's one thing I don't like about Dak. I mean, he gets fired up a little, but I don't think he feels stress. I think he's so calm and relaxed in the game that I see him get a little nervous lately. Not like he was 2016. Really, really calm, cool, and collected. But I think he's too mellow and too calm, and he don't get like psyched up, amped, adrenaline, and like really want to just blast somebody, or fire somebody up the field or fire the ball. And get. I think he's real calm, cool, collective. This is the system. I got my coaches. My coaches want me to do this. I think he's being overcoached. And what I mean by overcoached, I think they need to let him play. I think they need to let Dak be an athlete. I think he's a much better athlete than most quarterbacks out there. If you take, yeah, I like both of those scores. 27-23 is probably more likely than the score I put, the 34-17. But hey, if we can get a 34-17, that's an ass whooping that we haven't issued one of those in a while. So, but I think he's being overcoached as far as Dak Prescott goes, and what I mean by that, I think if you take him and rank him as an athlete, just rank him as an athlete against the other quarterbacks. Uh, yeah, I hope mine's right too. I think if you rate him as a quarterback, just as an athlete, I think he's one of the top athletic quarterbacks in the league, and he's thick and solid. You know what I mean? So he's like a Ben Roethlisberger, but a little more athletic. He's not as athletic as Russell Wilson, but he's more solid, and I think he's a more trustworthy player. You know what I mean? As far as uh, they're real similar with their numbers as far as touchdowns and interceptions and stuff like that. Russell Wilson doesn't take a lot of risk with the ball, so they're similar in those ways. But I think he's almost as accurate, athletic as Russell Wilson, but I think he's a more durable player. He's more solid. We never have been able to stop Ryan for pass. Yeah, I'm hoping we will this time. I don't think we'll stop him, but I think we'll have um, more success than normal. Uh, one thing about our defense right now, it is not playing as well as it was the first few games of the season. Um, but with that being said, I think the reason is we had our safeties get burned a couple times. In particular, Golden Tate busted our ass on that Detroit game. A couple of plays where they shouldn't have had anything. Well, should have been a minimum, of 15 yards or maximum of 15-yard gain, and he took it to the house because our safeties took bad angles, and our safeties took bad angles, and our corners went to break the pass up. When they went to break the pass up or make a tackle, then our safety took a bad angle. Golden Tate took us for 14 points, and I think I saw some things change after that. It looks like our corners are playing more soft. They're playing a little more back. They're giving up that 6-7 yard, 6-7 pass attempt, reception that they weren't giving up in the beginning of the season. They were really playing aggressive. So that's my thing. That's just what my theory is on it. But I have noticed that the quarterback's numbers have gone up a little bit because they're protecting those safeties. And I think they got Chidobe Awuzie and Byron Jones playing a little soft, playing back. Just, hey, keep them in front of you. If they make the catch, make the tackle. If it's a bad throw and you can get your hand on it, do that. But if it's a good throw, just tackle the guy and don't let our safeties have to make a tackle. Um, but hopefully they can work on that. Just we got we got a better D now than last year when we played them. Of course, our defense is much better. So I'm hoping the Hot Boys get in there, and I'm hoping the Hot Boys are chasing Matt Ryan ass around all night. People know we have one of the better defensive lines in the league, and they're scheming against it. They're definitely scheming against it, and the quarterbacks that we play are getting the ball out a lot quicker. So it's not this situation where quarterbacks are dropping back, hanging out in the pocket. So if they try to do that, they won't last very long. Overthrows Baldwin. See, all quarterbacks have bad throws. Dak's accuracy is the only thing that bothers me, but he has other talents. He has other talents within him that other quarterbacks don't have, or different style of quarterbacks. Russell Wilson is a better quarterback than Dak, definitely. Um, he's a little bit better athlete and has a little bit better arm. But Dak is more durable than him. So you've got to take your pluses and minuses. If you grade Dak as a quarterback overall, let's say you make 6 or 7 categories: durability, accuracy, pocket presence, ability to throw on the run. A lot of things if you rate Dak that way, I think he rates pretty good as a quarterback. You just got to build your offense around him and give him those things and use more play action and use more RPOs. But you've got to throw the ball or you're going to go into a one scheme offense and you're going to shut Dak down. You're going to shut the whole offense down. And that's why the Cooper Amari Cooper trade looks like it's worked out for it. But they've got to force the ball to him. And I know people, they're forcing it to Cooper Rush, or not Cooper Rush, Amari Cooper too much. But that's what we got to do, guys. We gotta get that defense spread out. Before we were doing this last time their running backs killed us with Freeman. Yeah, I don't think they'll do that this time. I'm hoping Dorsey, uh, Dorsey Dorsett. I give nicknames to everybody, man. I'm sorry if you don't like Tony Dorsett, but Dorsey Dorsett or Double D, whichever one you like. Um, but we never have been able to get to Ryan though. Yeah, that's been a tough thing too. So hopefully this will be a little different. Hopefully Randy Gregory getting in there. I think David Irving is still out. I don't know what the status on him is. I don't know if it's too early. Uh, I know. Randy Gregory being there, Taco Charlton, I know is practice yet. So from what I've heard, um, we're going to be a little thin, but we still got those guys up there. Ross has played well. Damari Armstrong. Um, I'm really pleased with a couple of guys we picked up in the offseason. I think they've done good with the personnel and picking up these people and picking up the D line. I think we got the right people in place. And I think we've got a team good enough to win this. I really do think our team is good enough. I think our coaches have got to be a little more aggressive, and that's what I was saying earlier. I got sidetracked. In that game, we really, really had some situational coaching that they did pretty good on. The only situational coaching I didn't like is the last drive, the play calling, which I consider situational because that's a situation. It's your last drive. You just need to be a little aggressive and get that first down. And they ran the three most horrible plays we've probably ran all season. I mean, not really. I mean, we've ran worse plays, but the three plays we ran were ridiculous. It was like we just want to run the ball, make them use their timeout, then run the ball two more times, and give it to them, and let's put our defense on the field as quick as we can. No, that's not the intent. We've been moving the ball that whole fourth quarter. We put up 14 points. Be a little aggressive and go in the game. Go ahead. The knife's in their back or the knife's in their chest. Turn the knife, stick it in further, and pull it out and walk away. That's how you end the game. You don't end the game by going, okay, let's just run the ball three times and get our defense out here and get this punt. Get this punt done and get the defense out here and see what happens. No, you got to go for it. But the fourth down play, the option play they ran was really, really good. Uh, got our first down. It was something different. They didn't just run Ezekiel Elliott up the middle. The fake punt, which was on fourth down, of course, worked out really good. Uh, so there was situational coaching that I really liked in the game. But again, the clock management, this dumbass, clapping ass, Amber, ginger ass, woodpecker coach. Almost, I call him woodpecker because of the red hair, not and it's not a racial thing. Yeah, he just settled the punt. Let's get our punt unit out there. And he even tried to make the run play like go a little to run a couple extra seconds off the run play. Kind of ridiculous, but yeah, yeah, he causes a lot of drama with his clock usage. Man, I'm down to 5 people, bro. But like I said, I ain't concerned about that. We got Dooski Wooskies. Um, 7-3. I didn't even see what happened. So game's looking good. Well, I guess really this game doesn't matter. What I want, all I care about is I want Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs. I want us to successfully, uh, you know, accomplish jumping that hurdle. I want us in the playoffs, and I want us to win the game outright. I want the Cowboys to walk off the field, and I want to see Aaron Rodgers, shake Dak Prescott's hand and say congratulations, man, go get him, whatever. And I want to see us put Aaron Rodgers out of the playoffs. And I can't stand. He's on the screen right now. I can't stand looking at him. We got to get a name. Does Aaron Rodgers have a nickname, like a bad nickname for Cheesehead? I don't know. What I want to see is I want to see the Hot Boys put his dingaling in the dirt. I want to see the Hot Boys just sacking his ass. I want to see, oh my God, I just think about the times Aaron Rodgers beating us with one leg, one leg limping around out there. The catch against Des Bryant, the throw to the Crosby field goals, the throw to the tight end, and Byron Jones was running behind the tight end. All those plays just kill me when I watch this guy, and I really, really want to hurdle these damn Packers and put it behind us, just like we did San Francisco 49ers back in the 80s. We talk about back in the 80s and the 90s, excuse me. Um, let's see. Which one is this one? Doesn't have the year on it. Oh, yeah, it does. I just can't see it enough. So, yeah, we need a couple more of these. That's all I got to say. Oh, you know what? The camera's a little. Let me rotate this camera over a little bit. There we go. A little better. I might have to grab some breakfast here in a minute, man. It's a little more still. That camera is not. All right, there we go. I think. Yeah, there we go. Now we good. Sorry, guys. Had to make a little change there. I doubt Irving will be back. Oh yeah, I don't think so either. At least we got whatever we got out of him the remainder of the season as far as a QB pressure sacks, etc. Cool. Send him out on his way. Yeah, that's hot boys get after his ass. So yeah, that's what I want. I want the hot boys to get after his ass. I want them. I want to see him getting up off his face. I want to see. Uh, I want to see. I want to see Demarcus Lawrence. I want to see Demarcus Lawrence climbing off of him. I want to see Randy Gregory deep in there. I want to see Tyrone Crawford. I really like Tyrone Crawford, man. Commented on your post. Okay, all right, that's some Facebook crap. Uh, he's useless. Yeah, man. I really, really horrible because the dude's so talented, man. That David Irving has the ability to do some shit. I just you can't let your personal life, bro. You can't let your personal life get that affected in the. I'm move this shit. I'm nervous about getting this channel. There we go. That should be better. I think that's good enough. That makes me nervous now, man. It makes me nervous. This camera issue stuff. So. But he could throw it. What a pass, TD Rogers. Yeah. It makes me nervous. This camera shit. I'm sorry, but Hot Boys get after his ass so bad he can even spell relax. Yeah, he can't spell relax or run the table. We don't need that. We don't need none of that shit either. Randall Garcia, what's up, my brother? How you doing, man? What was that 60-yard on the run? I didn't even see it, man. I'm running my mouth too much. I'm trying to watch the game, but I also want to chill out and chat a little bit. We're worried about our Cowboys. We want to make sure we win this Atlanta game, and then we walk into Washington. That might help if I get my chair up a little bit. And then we can go into Washington a little more relaxed. Not really relaxed, but man, the fire's gonna be on if we can win it and Washington loses against Houston. That's a big game. We need to go our way as well. As of right now, if we could win this next 2 weeks, or if we can actually win this week and we have Washington win next week, it's all in our hands. It's up to us after that. You know, we beat Washington, and then the rest of the season, it's not. We don't have to watch other teams and hope somebody loses. And I hope so and so throws an interception because we need some help. So hopefully we can get this done, and hopefully we can get this done, and take out Atlanta this week. I predict that we're going to run the ball well. I hope we get the game started with a couple passes. I've noticed that when we do that, we play very well. The Jacksonville game, if you guys recall, we started off with that deep pass to, was it Gallup, or it was Gallup, I believe. The deep pass at the beginning of the Jacksonville game, that got us going good. They had to respect the deep ball after that. The two passes that we had this week to Amari Cooper. Terrence Williams, man, he needs to go get on his electric bicycle and ride off into the sunset, drunk as hell. That's what I want him to do. Um, he's always been my player that I blame shit on. You got to have a player you blame shit on. But back to the Amari Cooper thing and the deep ball. We had two deep throws to Amari Cooper where Dak Prescott overthrew him. He was really open on one, and the other one he was slightly open. But it keeps the defense honest. You don't have to catch every deep ball. But if they know you're going to throw it and it scares the shit out of them a little bit, you're like, oh shit, that could have been a touchdown. Because both of those plays to Amari Cooper could have been touchdowns. And Dak overthrew him. And you don't I don't expect him to be perfect. They Gaylord Texan Hotel. Okay, yeah, Christmas. We'll be there. Um, Lucas, stay out for Denver's alive. Okay, junk mail. I'm hoping they get rid of. Oh yeah, yeah, he's done. Um, they only kept him this year because the way his contract was set up. I think he made 4 million or 6 million. I can't recall, but if they cut him, they gained nothing. He was still guaranteed all that money the way his contract was set up. So he had a good agent. So he played for the Cowboys this year because he had a good agent. So oh my God, hit him on the helmet. Oh, you can't celebrate after that, man. He's an ass clown. Yeah, yeah, he's an ass clown, and the big red nose, he's got it between his butt cheeks. The dude's. I never liked him, but now the guy I hate on is Swain. I blame everything on Swain. Fucking Swain, lame Swain. I hate that dude. I just can't stand him. You gotta hate somebody. You gotta blame shit on somebody. But I blame sometimes on Dak. I get a little angry with Dak, but hey, a quarterback, you know, a lot of responsibilities. So if you have a loss, if you lose a game, true. What's true? Let me see. Garrett Lawrence. Hey man, how you been doing, bro? Nice to see you, Garrett. Not this ain't Jason Garrett. This is a good guy, Garrett. How you been, my man? Hey, how's it going? Did you everyone hope the boys beat the birds? Yeah, bro, we're cooking. We're having wings. We're having wings, chicken breasts, soup. I'm having chicken soup. I'm having every damn thing with bird in it. We ain't eating nothing but bird. And then after this week, I ain't eating bird no more until the playoffs. If we whoa, what was that? If we get Seattle in the playoffs, then we'll eat some Seahawk bird. I never hear the end of it from my friend. Uh oh. Oh my man. Yeah, I don't have any Seattle Seahawk or not Seattle Seahawk. I don't have any Atlanta Falcon friends. Uh, I know, brother. I'm sorry. I shouldn't even have mentioned it. Uh, I'll come up with a nickname for you, bro. I've got nicknames for most everybody else. Most of the guys that are on here all the time, that don't have nicknames in their name. Um, I usually, and on my actual name before was, I think Carson M67 or something like that, and I changed it to Cowboy Crunk just to put a noticeable name up there. So when I was on YouTube, at least it wasn't you know Carson MC or something. So Luca Brazzi's there. Who else have I got? Double D's in here tonight. Double D or uh, Dorsey Dorset. I haven't. He hadn't told me what he prefers, but Double D in the house. Dorsey Dorset. Stevie Mack comes in all the time. Most of the guys that are on here all the time have nicknames, but 14-3 guys. And you are right. Well, actually, with the Packers being 4-4, that'll put them at 5-4. That'll put the Seahawks at 4-6. So, hmm, if the Packers lose, they go to 4-5-1, and the Seahawks go to 5-5. So, why don't we all throw them off and hand it to? Yeah, we haven't used him a lot. I know he's a good blocker. Uh, so, decoys. Somebody actually told me the other day, hey, I think they're using Rico as a decoy. They're going to wait till later in the season and use. I don't remember who said that, and I guess, but I was like, there may not be a later in the season. We got to win pretty much. If we really, it would be best. Dorsey Dorset works. Okay, that'll work, man. But no, we really we don't have to win out. But if we don't win out, we need some help. Kind of, of course, other teams are going to lose games. So if we could, if we lose one or two games, I think we can still get into playoffs. But we definitely need to, at the maximum, lose. If we lose two games, we'll need help to get in. We still have to win the division, especially if we only win two games, or if we lose two games, we're going to have to win the division. There won't be a wild card sitting there at at shit 9-7. 9-7, we don't get a wild card. There's no way. I think it would be really, really luck. It would have to be like three or four teams tying and us winning on the matchups. It would be a good way to throw them off. Yeah, yeah. There's lots of, that's what everybody's discussing. Our offense just doesn't seem to be, flashy. Or you guys look at does it's just really bland, really dehydrated, really single focused on the run, and you've got to get some passing plays in there. You've got to stretch the defense out a little bit. So I'll have to watch this game later. We don't beat New Orleans, I bet. Yeah, that's going to be a tough game. Um, I who knows what's going on with our crap. We we could lose next week and uh, lose against Atlanta and then beat New Orleans. You just never know with the NFL, but hopefully we can hold off Atlanta this week and walk into Washington, and then it's up to us. Especially if Washington loses against Houston, which I do expect Houston to put up a really good fight with Washington. If Houston beats, excuse me, if Washington beats Houston, Washington's for real. If Washington, because Houston's on fire right now. If Washington beats Houston, they are for real. I don't really consider them for real right now. I think Alex Smith is a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins, a little bit. But we'll see. Stop setting Zeke up for failure on first downs and throw the ball. Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted in the last drive of this last game. I said let's end the game on first down play action. Do you think? I mean, they knew we were going to run Dak 100%. We're ahead. We got a 7 point lead. Uh, there's a minute and what was like a minute and 30 or right a little under 2 minutes, whatever, and they hand the ball off to Zeke. Everyone in the world knew you couldn't have won shit if you went to Vegas and said on this play they're going to do this because everyone knew it. So why don't you play action, roll out and try to hit the tight end, game over, or hit the slot receiver or look for Beasley or something. There's no creativity. That's what I was saying, Lucas. Though earlier, they did have a couple plays where they were creative. The punt, the fake punt, and the fourth and one. I was happy they got it. Even if they didn't get it, I was happy they did a play that was a little out of the abnormal. Not just okay, it's fourth and one. We're going to do a quarterback sneak or we're going to run Zeke up the middle. They did something with a little creativity twice, and the rest of the game they had their play calling offset a little bit. Dak had 6 runs. That's where he needs to be, to me, between 6 and 8 runs a game. And then Ezekiel Elliott needs to be about 21 to 26 carries a game, somewhere around there. If we've got a big lead, more runs. If if it's a game we're having to battle in, you might not be able to get Dak up to 20 or Zeke up to 25 runs. I think we did really great last week. Hey, what's up, Vegas? How you doing, my brother? The Rager. Yeah, I think we did really well last week with the holding. We didn't have a lot of holding penalties. We didn't kill ourselves. So we did get on them all week. Another thing is, I want to say this. I really think, I don't know if they keep this statistic. I want to look it up. I bet you we have the least pass. I bet you we have the least amount of pass interference calls in the league. I don't even recall, but a couple. I remember Jalen Smith had one because it really surprised me, and he was there a little early. But we've had no pass interference calls. Chris Richard has these guys playing really, really technically sound. Um, they've given up, and we've had a lot of quarterbacks that have just had really good accuracy days against us. Um, so, you know, I love our secondary. I love where they're going. I wish they'd be a little more aggressive and we could get some more interceptions. And if that'll help, I think if our line can get in there and get a little more pressure, it will it'll cause some hasty, quick throws and maybe some panic type throws or some tip balls where we can get some more interceptions. Leighton Vander Esch played off the chain. I can't believe I've been on here for an hour and haven't mentioned his name. Leighton Vander Esch might be, I think by the end of the year, Leighton Vander Esch might be one of the best players on our team. Probably, he's definitely in the top five. Uh, and I put Jalen Smith up there as well. But bro, we got that dude is gonna be sick. Uh, Long, lean. When he hits the weight room this summer, think how much Jalen Smith improved in 1 year. Being in a professional weight room, getting professional training. Uh, you're right on, bro. Negative straight up coverage expires. They clap. Yeah, exposes the yeah. Yep. Luca's his name, my friend. That's his nickname, Luca Brazzi. I don't know if you know who that is. That's from The Godfather, but Luca Brazzi here. Ragers in the house. Um, Dorsey Dorset, number 33, Dorsey Dorset. But yeah, I think we'll have a good game against Atlanta. I think we'll take a step forward, and then man, as soon as that game is over, bro, I'm gonna be fired up for the Washington game, man. If we pull this off, I am gonna be fired up for the Washington. Win or lose, whatever Washington does, uh, whatever Washington does against Houston, I'm still gonna be fired up for the Washington game, especially if we win. Now, if we lose, oh man, it's a must. We must beat Detroit. I mean, not Detroit. We must beat Washington, and we must beat Philly. Uh, you know, Joe Lucas, you're right on, bro. Negative straight over the coverage are supposed to, yeah. So, but the secondary has played well. Our defense overall has played much better, and we just gotta we gotta win these next two games. Extremely important. No matter what, no matter what Washington does next week. No matter what they do against Houston, they gotta meet us in Dallas. So that's where we're headed. That's where we're headed. We need to use our tight end. That's another. We got on that bandwagon earlier. That bandwagon has got a lot of people on it. The Rico Gathers bandwagon, but that's something really that could really help our offense. And I don't know. Uh, yeah, I think we beat Philly next time. It's going to be tough. I think they're going to come in wanting to win, but I'm hoping they're out of it by then. I'm hoping the rest of their schedule is so damn tough. If man, if they can pull it off, they've got a chance too. But everybody's still in it right now. If our offense can find a rhythm and consistency, this defense we could. Rager, I 100% agree, my man. The thing is, our offense at times, these games that we've lost and the games where we really didn't look good, there was so many three and outs. By the time the defense sat down, got a drink of water, got to relax, and you know they're standing up to walk back on the damn field, and that's tough, man. You can't do your defense that way. Your defense needs time to get on the sideline, talk about plays, especially when you're running zone and zone offenses and stuff. If your secondary can get over there and your linemen can sit down and discuss things and your linebackers can sit down and talk for a couple minutes and work out issues, That's really what helps a lot on your defense. So if your offense can at least get a couple first downs and give your defense, some time to strategize and get things together and work on, hey, Golden Tate's doing this, or so and so's doing this, or Julio Jones every time he's doing this, and Sanu is doing this. If you can do those things and give your defense some time on the sideline, big difference. Big difference in three and outs. Three and outs, you'll notice on a three and out, usually your defense comes right back out and they get in their ass whooped because they had no time to make adjustments and discuss things. So if the Cowboys need motivation, think about that James Brown song. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told you, if Dak's probably still Dak will probably come out into the stadium. He'll probably walk out and look out there and say, "Hey, is that Adrian Cronauer dude? Adrian Claiborne still out there?" I call him Adrian Cronauer Claiborne, but Adrian Cronauer is the guy from Good Morning America, Good Morning Vietnam. Sorry, not Good Morning America. Uh, but yeah, that was a tough game for Dak. He does need some motivation. He needs to play better. But a couple of the times, he held the ball a little long. Uh, yeah, he's gonna be having flashbacks. He might get out there and like when those quarterbacks were scared of the water boy, and he's picturing, he might get out there and picture uh, Adrian Claiborne's head on everyone. You imagine he's looking, he's like, oh shit, there's 11 of them. Yeah, yeah, he moved on. He's not in Atlanta anymore. But yeah, that would be funny, bro. That'd be funny, Vegas. I could picture that now. If I had the ability to do the if I had the ability to do the visual of something like that, I'm not good with that stuff, bro. I throw a microphone on here, I put my Skype on, I put my camera on, and I'm good to go. That's it. There's another guy I don't like. I wish we would have traded for, man. I wish we would have traded for Earl Thomas earlier this year. Oh man, well, I wouldn't have given a first round up for him. But think about this: if we would have kept Dez, and we would have, if they would have talked to him like business, straight up. Think about this: we passed up. I hadn't even thought about this till now. We passed up on Earl Thomas earlier in the season. They wanted a first round. But think about if we would have kept Dez, or at the time we had cut him, go ahead and bring him back. Go out and say, you know what? Let's bring Dez back. And I know we can't see the future, and we couldn't see that our offense was going to be horrible. Uh, but think about if we would have kept Dez and talked to him and said, "Hey man, look, you got to shut your mouth. You got to zip. You can't affect our rookie quarterback like this. You can't come in the huddle. You can't be disruptive in the locker room and complaining. It's not that it's we understand your passion, but our young quarterback can't take it." And I know that that's not being, you know, you got to respect everyone and be soft, and you got to respect this person's gender and that person. I understand all that, but what I mean is you got to tell Dez, hey man, you can't come into the huddle and say I need this, I need that. This guy is young. He's a young quarterback. He's got to memorize the playbook. He's got to call the play in the huddle. He's got to come up to the line of scrimmage. He's got to read the defense. He's got to make adjustments. He can't do that with Dez yelling at him and asking for the ball and asking for this. Even Witten, they said, was doing this a little bit and was a little disruptive. So that was the problem with Dez. But think about if they could have set him down like a business, like a $1 billion business should set a person down and say, look, man, we need you to help the team, and just if we target you 3 times a game, we target you 3 times a game. That's what you're going to get. But we're trying to work a different direction with the offense. We need you to take a very large pay cut. We want you to stay here, be a Cowboy, and if it's 3rd and 15, you're going to get a target. If it's 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, you probably go get a target. If it's 2nd and 22, you're probably going to get a target. If we need you in the red zone, you're going to get a target. But other than that, we're running the ball. And this is what we're going to do. 1st and 10, we might get you a couple of targets. You're going to get about 6 or 8 targets a game. If you can live with that and be quiet and don't talk in the huddle, we want you to stay. If not, we need you to leave. And then you use your first round pick and you get Earl Thomas. Now, of course, we can't see into the future. They thought Dak was going to leave, or excuse me, uh, Dez was going to leave. There's too many Daks, Dezes, and Zekes, and these little three little words, acronyms. I'm not good at either. But if you guys, you see what I'm saying? Imagine if we would have taken that first round pick, had Earl Thomas. Uh, I know Earl Thomas got injured, but you can't see those things coming either. And matter of fact, Des Bryant is injured now too. So let me catch up on the. If the Cowboys need, okay, I already got that one. He's going to be having flashbacks. Okay, we got that one. Yeah, he will, I think. That D tackles. Okay. First off-season priority, sign Earl Thomas. Yeah, I think so too. I'm a little concerned about his leg injury, and the reason is I don't know if you saw it. He really didn't hit his leg that hard. It was kind of awkward. Um, the Cowboys do have the best doctors in the league, and I know they're professional athletes. They can get the best doctors in the world. But the Dallas Cowboys, that's Jalen Smith. That's why they took the risk on Jalen Smith. The Cowboys doctor was actually the doctor that did the surgery on him when he was in college, and the doctors that the Cowboys used were also the doctors that were working on his rehab after he had the surgery. They informed the Cowboys that the surgery went extremely well, and Jalen Smith should be able to return to football. And so they had inside information on that. And so maybe the doctors can do the same thing for Earl Thomas. But his injury, really, if you guys looked at it, he really didn't hit his leg very hard, and it's the same injury as he had before. So it could be something that's repetitive, and it could be something that you know. So it's might be a good situation for us. It is going to turn into negotiations. They're going to tell Earl Thomas, look, man, because of the injuries, and it's the same consecutive injury again, we can't just throw money at the situation. We understand you want to be secure. That's why he was leaving Seattle, was for money. But we also can't hurt our roster and put a bunch of money on you, and you have the same injury. It's all business. It's all talking to people. You got to tell them, Earl Thomas, we want you. We want you here more than any safety in the league. You're the number one. Tomorrow we didn't get Reed. We didn't because we planned on getting you, and we didn't. So now we want to get you, but because of the injuries, we can't take that huge risk. So I don't expect him to get the money that he thought he was going to get, and I think other people will follow suit with that. Um, Other teams. Why don't we use that offensive lineman we got from Fleming? Fleming, they said, truthfully, they said he wasn't working out very well. Even the Patriots, and as you guys know, Bill Belichick has gotten rid of a lot of players, and when he gets rid of them, they seem to fall off the map. Uh, Butler, the cornerback right now, is second in the league in giving up touchdowns, and everybody was tripping out uh, because the Patriots set him in the Super Bowl, and they were like, "What are you doing? He's the guy that won you your last Super Bowl, and you're going to sit him?" But he was he was he was getting burned. A lot of the Patriots fans, and that's one thing I'll say. If all of us here are Cowboys fans, I know there's only 7 of us on the channel right now. If we're all Cowboys fans, um, we know our team more than anyone else does. If you really follow the Cowboys and you're somewhat intelligent and you like football and you watch a little bit of the other teams, you can't just watch the Cowboys. You got to watch a little bit of the other teams. But we know our team more than anyone by far. There's no way if I watch the Cowboys game 3 or 4 times a week and then I watch the teams that we're playing, you know, at least twice before the game and then once after the game and then I watch the Cowboys at least 3 or 4 hours a day of something. You know what I'm saying? So we know our team more than anyone. Um, and we know players like we're saying David Irving. You throw his name out there, we know he's talented, but we also know the issues. Now the thing with the Cowboys, the problem we have with the Cowboys is anything our players do, that shit gets posted on the internet in Russia, uh, on newspapers in China, um, on the back page of porn magazines in the Philippines. I mean, our Cowboys do anything. It's on every social media. It's on every form of media. It's on every television. It's crazy. So, but yeah, Fleming supposedly wasn't working out there, and of course the Patriots knew that, but we didn't. So apparently he hasn't progressed as. What's up, Hank? Big Hank in the house. How you doing, brother? Nice to see you, man. We're just out here talking, watching the game. I'm pulling for the Packers only because I want us to beat Aaron Rodgers. Hank, you've seen the videos. I got the Aaron Rodgers jersey that I want to burn, the one that says "Bad Man." I'm gonna post and post and post and post for a week before I do that. If we have that game coming, I'm gonna post before, and I'm gonna make sure Stephen A. Smith sees that. There's gonna be no more bad man with his. Oh man, that dude drives me up the wall. Really does. But he has stood up for Des Bryant. Uh, the Des Bryant situation wasn't good for me. I did like Des. I thought he just brought passion. I think he brought passion to the game that some people can't handle, and a young quarterback couldn't handle. So I understood the situation. But I'm a passionate person. But the people around you have to be confident enough to understand that passion. And understand that you're not complaining to them. You're not complaining. I'm not saying you're doing a bad job or I'm not pissed at you. I'm pouring passion to you that I'm pulling for you. I'm rooting for you. Hey man, do a better job, man. You got to hit me on that crossing route. You got to hit me on time. You got to throw that back shoulder this way. Don't trip out, Dak. He's trying to talk to you. It's communication. He's a little aggressive sounding because it's passion. But I work the same way, and sometimes you rub people raw, but at the end you tell them, and if you spend time around them, you realize, oh, it's just passion. He's not complaining. He's not saying he's trying to help the whole situation. They can turn around and do it to me, and I'm going to do what they say. Okay, no problem, bro. I got you. I'm going to do that next time. Tom Brady gets rid of the ball so quickly. Fleming, yeah, that's another Dorsey Dorsett. Look at that, my man coming through with the vision. Good call. Tom Brady. They have the system down. Uh, yeah, Romo did great with Dez, as you guys know. But Romo was a different animal. Romo was a lot more accurate than Dak is. Um, he was a better quarterback than Dak is. Dak can get to that level, but he's still different. He's a more solid, more mobile. He's more like a little bit of Russell Wilson. To me he's like a combination of Russell Wilson and like a almost not Ben Roethlisberger. Well, I guess like a Ben Roethlisberger Russell Wilson combination, and he's not. I think the only area he's better than both of those guys at is he's more durable than both of those guys. He takes some hits. He's young, but he takes some hits, and I think he's pretty smart, and he's really doesn't take any risk, which a lot of times that is good for us, but at times it has hurt us. I think the coaches just restrict him too much. He's too restricted. They need to let him play the way he wants to play. We do much better in the hurry up offense. So we got Packers here, 3rd and 4. Aaron Rodgers is going down. Get that. Yes. Well, why? No. I'm supposed to pull for him. But I do like to see Aaron Rodgers get sacked. I wish the Packers could win the game and Aaron Rodgers would get sacked 45 times. That would be my. That's what I'd be happy. I'd happy to see Aaron Rodgers on the ground 45 times, but somehow they win. I'd be happy. Yeah, Dak did. Dez and Romo were a very good team. The same as Aikman, and if you look at Aikman's numbers weren't even really as good as Dak Prescott's are. Um, it's a different league now, I know, but that's the way it was. That's the way it is. We had Emmett Smith. I think we're trying to go back to that style uh, of offense, but I think they're trying to make Dak Prescott like Troy Aikman. He's not a Troy Aikman. They're going to have to use him a little bit like Cam Newton is used, like Russell Wilson is used. They're just going to have to. But I see us having, if Zeke can pull out about 120 yards rushing, and we definitely will win. If he can 35 to 45 yards passing, then we'll be okay. They've got to start the game with getting Amari Cooper involved. They've got to start the game with getting Amari Cooper and the receivers involved, Cole Beasley, and especially Amari Cooper. And I say that since we've started forcing him the ball a little bit, it opens up the offense. And people can say the same thing about, you know, Des Bryant in 2016. We forced him the ball. Sometimes the receiver's not open. Sometimes you throw it to keep the defense honest, and you throw it so that your receiver can make a play. You've got a better athlete. If Amari Cooper is a better athlete than the corner he's matched up against, take 3 steps and throw it to him. I don't give a shit. At least you're doing something. You're being aggressive. You know, you're changing the play up. You know what I'm saying, guys? Aikman's being hinting around about coaching management possibly, but was pretty confident it would be the Cowboys. Jerry can't hurdle. Oh, yeah. I I hadn't heard nothing about that. That would be crazy, dude. If Troy Aikman came out of the booth, he's one of my favorites. Him and Tony Romo really are outstanding. I really don't care for Jason Witten up there. He's a little, I don't know. It's like a box talking. It seems like just a box. He's standing there, and he's. You can tell that they've been working with him and telling him, hey, you need to liven up a little bit. You need to have some kind of TV presence. You're not running a 10-yard hitch, a 10-yard hitch, a 10-yard hitch. We need you to express yourself and make some little jokes and be comical a little bit. Witten's doing better, but I just don't think he's going to make it as a commentator. Now bring Jason Witten back. That would be a coach, and that's something we haven't discussed. What if I haven't even heard that? What if pass interference? They bumped him. Yep. That would be awesome. I think Jason Witten would make an outstanding coach, and he actually worked with Rico Gathers a lot. He was working with him a lot. That would be cool as hell if Jason Witten came down out of the booth. They brought him in as a coach, and he started putting Rico out a little bit. Check my camera. I was frozen there for a second. I thought the battery was down on the camera. Anybody got any ideas on that? Jason Witten, I think, would make an outstanding coach. Oh man, and that hasn't even been mentioned, But he's not doing good in the commentary box. So that dude, you guys really, the second most intelligent player on the field, or the most responsible player on the field, is the tight end. The tight end is really, really difficult, and Jason Witten has expressed that, talking about Rico Gathers, actually. He stated the quarterback is the most difficult position. The second, and this conversation came up because they were talking about Travis Frederick. The second most important position is either the center or the tight end. They're really right there neck and neck. Both of those positions, you have to know what pretty much everyone around you is doing. Agree, it seems forced. What's that? Jerry can't handle his honesty. Yeah. But to me, that would be awesome. Jason Garrett coaching, not Jason Garrett. Jason Witten. I wasn't saying Garrett, was I? I hope I wasn't saying. Romo wanted more tempo offense. Jason Garrett shot it down. That would have given Romo more credit for creativity and off. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna tell you, I work at a level of business where I run into a lot of people that have egos. Yeah. Oh, that's what seems forced. Yeah. Yeah. It seems like he's forcing things. but dude, that guy, he's really, really very smart, and he's really uh, straightforward. He's a business type person. He has that ruggedness though. Hey, what's up, man? Noah Kahil in the house. Uh, he has that real rigidness about him. He's a businessman. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm doing all right, brother. I'm doing all right. I'm gonna tell you now. If Jason Witten was our coach, that's if Jason Witten was our coach, bro, there would be some changes on offense. Hey, no problem, my man. Hey, we feel for you. Hey, I'm pulling for you guys to win as many games as you can, and drop that draft pick down maybe to about 15 or 16, because right now y'all are probably sitting about 7 or 8, or maybe higher than that, maybe about 4 or 5. So my brother-in-law's a Giants fan. Every Christmas, I buy him something from the Giants. I bought him an Odell Beckham poster, and had it framed and stuff. I had to carry that through the damn mall. Oh my God, Dallas Cowboy fan. Yeah, hey, I respect all teams. I don't respect all players, but there's a lot of players out there. Like at times, man, I like Shaquan Barkley. That dude's tough, bro. Oof, that was a good pick. Uh, but I carried that damn Odell Beckham Jr.'s. Yeah, please keep Eli. No, Eli, I think the best thing for him to do is, I think the best thing for the Giants to do really is go ahead, draft a quarterback, put him behind Eli, run him about a half a season, and halfway through next season, if you can get a good enough quarterback and you feel comfortable, change your quarterback out mid-season. But prepare it for that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I refuse. Yeah, I don't respect the Eagles either. Oh my God! If you guys want to see something funny, Hank, I I was on an Eagles channel the other day. That guy was driving me ridiculously nuts. The way he talked, he said "out" in the car, and he was talking. Had that like a Jersey accent or something. I don't know. Oh man, he was real aggressive and he was pissed off, and he had he had a lot of viewers on that video. But man, I couldn't be up there, bro. Just their fans are rough. He was cutting everybody. We suck. That was the main thing he said. He said we suck about 1,000 times. I would never say that about the Cowboys. I would say we're playing like garbage, or I would say you don't ever say that. There's guys on the team that don't deserve to hear my team sucks. Cowboys suck. Jalen Smith's playing his ass off. Uh, LVE's playing his ass off. I would never say like to my brother-in-law. He's a cow. Like I said, he's a Giants fan. Noah. I would never tell him your team sucks. I mean, because Eli's been there a while, man. I respect Eli as a player. I don't think he's a great quarterback, but he's won them Super Bowls. I would never look at that dude and tell him he sucks, or tell him his coworkers or his football players suck. That's not right. But anyways, Aaron Rodgers sucks. I'm just kidding. Hey Noah, you got to stick around. You got to pull for the Cowboys if you go stay. Everyone is hating on us that we didn't draft a quarterback. Hey man, you guys made a move for the future. It didn't work out. I don't think you guys were ready to go into the playoffs anyways. So you guys got the best guy on the board in that position, and there were other quarterbacks out there. You guys didn't have another draft pick. If you could have had you guys didn't have like a Cleveland type situation, or like the Raiders coming up. But I think your coach has done pretty well. Uh, so you guys get a quarterback in this draft. You'll be in the top 10. The thing is, there's not a lot of outstanding quarterbacks coming out this year. I'm waiting on that quarterback for Clemson. The quarterback from Clemson, the young guy, he's a first year rookie or freshman, not redshirted. He's young, but that dude's got an arm, dude. Man, he's so accurate. Dude, the ball every time, perfect spiral, right on target, everywhere he wants to put it. But he's young, so he makes some mistakes, some judgment mistakes. You guys get a quarterback, and we'll be, and fix your line issues. I know you guys got issues on the line. It's tough, man. There's 11 people on offense and 11 people on defense, so it's not anyone's fault when you're 2-6 or 3-5 or 1-7 and shit like that. It's not anyone's fault. Yeah, we'll see. Uh, I was a Josh Allen guy, but that was only because he had that cannon arm. That was pretty sick. But uh, I didn't expect Patrick Mahomes to be doing what he's doing. That dude is sick. But bro, you want a quarterback? Go to the state of Texas. Get your quarterback from the state of Texas, and you'll be solid. You will have a good quarterback. A lot of the quarterbacks that have come out of there, Dalton, has they didn't expect him to be, great. He's not great, but he's a good quarterback, man. Uh, Deshaun Watson has been, on and off. Uh, Not Deshaun Watson. Tampa. Uh, I'm thinking of the Tampa guy. Deshaun Watson has been off the chain. Excellent pick. That wasn't a Texas guy, but that threw me off. I was thinking about something. Lawrence from Clemson. Yeah, that dude. That guy's gonna be ill, bro. And I like that he looks different. He's clean cut, but has the long hair. He looks like he reminds me of. There's a football movie. There's a football movie with the blonde golden. He has the gold hair. I think the movie's out of the football team is based out of California. It's a college team, I think, or is it high school? Man, it's a high school team. There's a football. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a big movie buff, but it's a football movie, and it turns out I think he's gay. Oh, and it's got the fat guy, the Titans, the mighty Titans. Jameis Winston. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. See, I'm bad with names, man. I promise I'm bad with names. I know all the Cowboys names. I don't mess them up. Remember the Titans. Remember that blonde quarterback in there that comes in and I think he was gay if I remember the movie right, but it was kind of funny or something, or they messed with him would be I don't know, but that's who Lawrence reminds me of. He looks like that anyways. I gotta get me something to eat, bro. Miss Cowgirl Crunk, are you still out there? I turned the Skype off. Oh, that was a bad throw. Very lucky he caught that because that could have been picked off. Oh, I'm trying, man. Hey, I told you my brother-in-law. I feel bad for him, man. He redid his garage. He like stopped parking. He stopped parking his cars in the garage and got his garage all gianted up, all with the big blue machine and everything. He got the big blue machine all in his garage, and now he's like, man, let me park the goddamn car in there. What the hell is this garage? Oh, okay. Cowgirl Crunk is out there, but the Odell Beckham poster I put up there, he got it. Sunshine. Oh my God, there you go, brother. Sunshine. Yeah, man, that was a good movie. I gotta watch that again. Remember the Titans. That was an outstanding movie. Denzel Washington, was that who was? Yeah, Denzel. I think it's yeah. Like I said, I'm not a movie buff, but that was a good movie. Really good movie. Yeah, it was where the white school and the black high school had to combine and come together, and that brought the whole city together. That was a good movie. Now you got me wanting to watch a football movie. I know I talk with my hands because I'm on here. Who's your favorite? My QB of all time? Shit, that's a tough one, man. I think really kind of sucks because I'm a Cowboy fan, but I gotta. I think I like. I didn't like him. I didn't like him because I was a Cowboy fan, but now I really like him a lot, and that's Brett Favre. I don't know, man. That kind of sucks being a Cowboy fan, and he shut our asses down. But if you think, I just liked his passion, and he was kind of wild, and the situation that he had when he was in Atlanta, and he had Jerry Glanville there, who was an old Houston guy. And I know that story well. you know, and he used to call him, "Hey Mississippi, get over here," and he used to throw the ball up in the top set of the stands, and then he'd tell him, "Go away, Mississippi, you'll never see the football field." That's what he used to, Jerry Glanville used to tell Brett Favre. So Brett Favre went through a lot of stuff, and then he got to Green Bay, and I and so I don't know why, but really my my favorite quarterback of all time, if you got to go with a Cowboy, if I'm a Cowboy fan, is Troy Aikman. But as far as outside the Cowboys, it's I hated Brett Favre, but now I got respect for him. Cowboy Crunk, me and Michael Gallup are from Georgia. Oh, Buddy Johnson in the house. My boy, how you been, man? I got some old school people. I got 11 in here now. We growing. Something's happening. I don't know how many. Oh, I can't check. I posted a video. I don't know if that's where some of you guys came from. I posted a regular Cowboy Crunk video over on the normal channel, and let everyone know to come over here. So if anybody's interested, that's I guess where that if you guys saw that other video, uh, we gotta beat Washington 2 weeks from now. But more than that, we got to get in front of Atlanta this week. We got to get in front of Atlanta. We got to stay there. Good, bro. I want the Packers too. Yeah, I want the Packers. Yeah, you guys know I got my Aaron Rodgers jersey, and I got it sit right here. I got to get rid of this damn raggedy ass thing. Look at this piece of shit. We got to burn this, man. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna put a little bit of diesel on it so it burns real slow and real hot, and this thing will be gone. And I'm gonna make sure. Uh, I, I I'm gonna make sure somehow that Stephen A. Smith sees that video. That thing smells like I gotta get out of here. That thing smells like garbage. It's brand new, and it smells like garbage. So yeah, Lawrence Taylor was sick, man. I was watching that Monday night game when he broke Joe Theismann's leg, and ever since then, even before that, I've always had like a squeamish stomach for injuries. I can't watch that kind of stuff, man. But he broke his leg. I felt so bad. Uh, Man, dude. Uh, he jumped up so quick and started waving at the Redskins, sideline. And I saw an interview once when he was talking about it. It was a little while after that, a few years, but he said he heard it snap. It sounded like a stick breaking or something. And man, I can't. Yeah, we gonna fire that thing up, Hank. I'm gonna put some diesel, some F54 on there. I'm gonna put some proper lighting fluid on that jersey, and we're gonna burn it right before the Packers and the Cowboys playoff game. So that's the reason I'm pulling for the Packers. No other reason. But Seattle's a hurdle we got to get over too. But the Packers are our San Francisco from the 90s. In the 90s, as you know, Troy Aikman, for him to win a Super Bowl, he had to get past, he had to. And he had to get past the 49ers, and he had to get past Steve Young. And once they did that, that's when we got our Super Bowls. The same thing back in the 70s. Our big rival then was the Pittsburgh Steelers. We had to get past those guys, and that's just how I guess how the game's set up. You've always got your immediate rival, the window. That's your window rival. Our window rival right now is actually the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers. So Terrence Lawrence played. Lawrence Taylor played with no mercy. Yeah, it's a different game back then. You sure as hell when you saw a quarterback and nobody between you and the quarterback, you dug in and hit them as hard as you could and laid everything on them you could. But these days, you get penalized, and Darth Vander Esch made Defensive Player of the Week. Oh, did he really? Oh, that's cool as hell, man. The Flying Dutchman. He's got a lot of nicknames, man. That dude is going to be sick. I really think he's one of our top 5 players. That dude is. That's a guy you guys got to worry about, Noah. I don't know if you know who Leighton Vander Esch is now, but you guys are going to be whoever quarterback you got, and Shaquan Barkley. Leighton Vander Esch is going to be laying some hits on him for the next, hopefully 10 years, 10, 11, 12 years. That would be nice. Is Dak Prescott your quarterback of the future? I don't think so. Really, I think he is. I think we've just got to. It depends on these quarterbacks these days, man. The salaries they're taking are killing teams. I think Aaron Rodgers. I think he killed his team for the next 2 3 years. I don't think they're going to be able to pay some of the midstream players. You know, the mediocre, the second line, or some of even some of your starters that are, you know, like if you got a position, let's say safety, where you got a couple guys that might start, but this is your starter, you're gonna have to like, well, we're gonna have to cut our starter and hope one of these guys works out because we had to pay Aaron Rodgers all this money. I hope and we're not gonna have that problem with Dak Prescott. So if we can squeak into the playoffs and pay Dak Prescott, put him on a 2 or 3 year, you know, I wouldn't give him a long term because I don't trust it that much. But yeah, Noah's trolling. He's a Giants fan, but he's a respectful Giants fan. He's gonna cheer for the Cowboys for us the rest of the season. uh, he's got to cheer for the Cowboys the rest of the season. He already agreed to that. He signed a contract, a YouTube contract. I'm just kidding, Noah, man. We're all good. I was telling him my brother-in-law's a Giant fan, so. Um, but I'm not hating. I just don't think Prescott. Yeah, no, I got you, bro. A lot of us don't, and I go on and off with it. But then again, I see our Noah when I see our coaches change, like do some offensive changes, change some schemes. We brought in Cooper. Uh, we we just ran a few different plays. We added about 10 different plays into our forte last week, and we played completely different. That Eagles game wasn't a joke. It was close. Oh, oh man, don't ask that question. That's jacked up, man. You gotta have a heart for Romo. I mean, dude, I think Romo was an outstanding quarterback, outstanding, and he would have. We should have won a Super Bowl against the Packers that year with the catch and all that shit. And you know what? One of the reasons we didn't is Romo was always playing at about 85 to 90% maximum because of the injuries he had. So that's my thought on that. But Aaron Rodgers is probably he's the best throwing quarterback. He's a really good decision maker. He don't f up. Aaron Rodgers is a better quarterback than Romo. I gotta say that, but it hurts to say it. I don't wish anything bad on him. When I burn his jersey, it's not to, wish. I'm not gonna stick knives in it or nothing like that, or I'm just gonna burn the jersey and say this is the passing of the torch. This is what we do in the military when a flag is dropped and it hits the ground and it needs to be destroyed. We destroy it respectfully. So I'm going to destroy his jersey respectfully as a passing of the torch. This is a passing of the Packers to the Cowboys that the NFC is ours now. No more reign to the Packers, and no more Packers going to the Super Bowl or whatever team. That's going to be when we beat the Packers in the playoffs. That means it's our window for our playoffs and for our Super Bowls. So that's the meaning behind it. But Romo was tougher. Oh yeah, dude. Romo definitely tougher than Rodgers. And Rodgers is a tough guy, but Romo's probably one of the toughest of all times. He was a gunslinging, bullet taking. Romo took the bullets and got up and kept playing. My mom's boyfriend is a Cowboy fan, and I hate the Eagles more. Can't stand. Oh yeah, I got you, man. The Eagles fans are horrible. We're respectful, most of us, because we carry a confidence. Don't take this wrong, Noah. We carry a confidence as Cowboy fans because we always have a Cowboy fan somewhere close that we can buddy up with. I went to a meeting this weekend in Dubai. There was 12 of us sitting at a table. We started talking about football. We're all from different parts of the world, and there were 3 Cowboy fans there. So it was really cool. I heard them. They saw my lapel pin and stuff. I had my Cowboy pin on, and they said, "Oh yeah, we this." I said, "We." I said, "Oh, you're a Cowboy fan?" "Yeah, hell yeah, I'm a Cowboy fan." And then a lady at the end of the table, she's from Washington D.C. She's a Cowboys fan as well. So yeah, Elliott and O line made Prescott look good his rookie year. Yeah, but that's all we need, and we can stick with that as long as we keep our line good. And this is to all the Cowboy fans. I'm gonna just, uh, as long as we keep our line good, and we have a running game, you don't need the most outstanding quarterback in the world. But Noah, look, Dak is never going to get in trouble. He's never going to cause any problems. He's not going to ask for a ridiculously crazy contract, and so we have to get rid of our line. He knows. Dak Prescott knows he needs that line. He needs Ezekiel Elliott. He needs Amari Cooper. He knows those things. He's not going to ask for and right now the dude's paying. He's playing for like 700 grand a year right now. So he's going to ask for some money. He's going to ask for some payback. But he's got to realize you get paid on your future. You don't get paid on your past. And the Cowboys have made that prevalent by getting rid of Dez Bryant. And I feel extremely bad for Dez too. Man, man, voodoo will get you. Yeah, I feel really bad for Dez. The whole situation. I really wish they would have brought him back when they had that chance and when it was in discussion. And I don't. I really think they were being so damn ridiculous about. He sent a couple tweets. If that was the reason, I really think that's a shitty, bogus, bitch ass. Sorry if I'm talking out of context, but that's a bitch ass thing to do. To not bring somebody to your team because they got excited and put a couple texts, I'm ready to come back, and he's working out and blue and silver, and there's discussions on ESPN about what could the Cowboys bring Dez back, and then he sends some tweets. Come on, man, you can't run a business that way. I'm sensitive. A football team and say, well, hey, he did this and he did that, and we don't need to bring him back because he's going to be a problem. He sent a tweet. Man, he didn't send anything ridiculous. He didn't say, hey, I'm reporting to the Cowboys tomorrow. I bet you Jerry Jones going to kiss my butt and bring me back. So I don't know. I don't understand that, Hank. But Noah, you're not only the hold on. Noah, you're not the only one, bud. Hopefully he learns from his mistakes, but I didn't think he will improve on his accuracy much, and that's a problem. Yeah, accuracy is tough to improve. Hank, did you have you seen the documentary on Troy Aikman and his accuracy and how he got that to come along? He actually spent 4 years. He dedicated. He said for 4 years he threw a football every day. He even in his basement he put a couch down there, and he bought a huge cage full of footballs like you keep in the back in the basketball days. Well, I played basketball, but the cage, and he threw footballs every day into that couch. If he couldn't go outside, it was too cold or the weather wasn't good, he'd go down in his basement and just put some music on and throw footballs, throw footballs, throw footballs. And he bought a couch for that. So accuracy could be fixed, but it's the most difficult thing to fix. Um, really difficult. How Eli never gets injured. Yeah, and Eli's a tough guy too, man. He's up there with, uh, and he hasn't always had a good line either. Elliott O-line made Prescott look good. I feel bad for Dez Bryant, bro. The New Orleans Voodoo. Eli is tough as hell too. Yeah, he does. Hank, laugh out loud. No Aaron Rodgers voodoo dolls. Then. Yeah, I want him to stay. Like I said, I want Aaron Rodgers to win the game, but I want him to get sacked 45 times tonight. I'm not talking about against the Cowboys, of course. I want us to sack him. I want to see Aaron Rodgers ding ding in the dirt. I want to see his Richard in the dirt. That's 100 damn times. I want him to tag team. DeMarcus Lawrence, then I want Randy Gregory, then I want Tyron Crawford, then Armstrong, then Ross. Just lay his ass down. I think I got a battery issue, maybe? No, not yet. I got an internet issue. Sorry, guys, my internet shut down there for a second. I'm going to reset this live feed. There we go. Much better. Internet here is horrible in Afghanistan. Sometimes I got to reset everything. Crunk, you absolutely correct about Dak. Yeah, dude, we don't have to have the best quarterback in the league. Can you tell me this? Every time the every time a player walks off with the Super Bowl, it the best quarterback in the league that year? No, it's not. I think Dak can be a top 7 quarterback, a top 5 to top 7 pretty much every year if the play calling is good, our line is solid, and we have a good running game, and he has at least one receiver. Don't let us get a tight end. If we get a tight end too, if Rico Gathers works out to be that player, if they ever give him an opportunity, or if we draft a tight end, if we have Cooper out there, we have a tight end, we have Beasley, we have this line. If the play calling is right and we can keep these guys we have to keep these people we have. We have to keep, and the keeping the core of this team is doing your salary cap right. We got money right now. We got Dak Prescott about to sign. If we can sign him reasonably, and make him realize we need you, but Dak, you can't do it by yourself. We can't pay you like we can pay Aaron Rodgers. You can't pay Dak like Aaron Rodgers because Aaron Rodgers don't need nobody. Aaron Rodgers could go out there by his damn self and win a game. Dak cannot do that. We've got to get the play calling down. We've got to get those things. Yeah, Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson won a quarterback. Joe Flacco won a quarterback. Um, 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 Hasselback got really, really close. The Steelers quarterback. They had a Steelers quarterback that threw that interception, threw the pick six at the end. He wasn't. There's been lots of quarterbacks that their team carried them, and we have that type of defense. Our defense can carry us. Our line, and we need a safe quarterback that's not going to make mistakes. That's going to follow the coach's program, but the coach has to have the proper program. You can't have a coach doing Zeke up the middle, Zeke up the middle. Shit, second, 3rd and 10, 3rd and 12. Okay, oh, we don't have a receiver to throw to. Fuck, what do we do? Okay, Dak up the middle, Dak on the side, Zeke they know you're running. They're going to shut you down. You're going to have to pass it sooner or later. Then you have nobody to pass it to, or you get a holding penalty. Okay, that's what was killing us in the beginning of the season, guys. We get a holding penalty. Now what do you do? Oh shit, it's 1st and 20. We can't. What are you gonna do? Run the ball 3 times and get 8 yards, 8 yards, 8 yards? No, you ain't gonna get that. That I was had to do the math. I was like, this. Yeah, that's enough. That's 24. So it's 1st and 20. You can't run the ball 3 times to get a first down. You have to throw it, but we don't have anybody to throw it to. Beasley, Beasley, Beasley. What else you gonna do? So we killed ourselves by getting rid of Des Bryant. We brought in Cooper. I hope that works. But Dak has got to throw the ball, and he's got to force it to Cooper. He's got to let Cooper make a play. He's got to let Gallup make a play. Gallup's made some plays. Gallup got up and almost had that touchdown where he stepped out of the corner of the end zone. That was, dude, he was elevated. He was LOL for the love of levitation. Dude was levitating, bro. So we got some players that can get up there. We just got to get the ball out to him. And Dak has that concept where he won't throw interceptions. He's too overly cautious. He's too overly safe. Man, I got backed up here. Yeah, the sensitive clapper coach who wouldn't deal with grown ass men. Dorsey Dorsett, my man, 33. Dorsey Dorsett right there said it perfect. You got to deal with these players. You got to pull them in. You got to talk to them. You got to say, look, Des, chill out. We want to keep you here, but don't be talking in the huddle. We got a young quarterback that's trying to run this team, and he's too young. He can't do it with you whispering in his ear and jabbering this and give me this and then complaining to him on the sidelines. You're making him nervous because we're trying to work on some things. We're trying to get him into the system. He's young. Now, Dez could yell at Romo. Michael Irvin could yell at Aikman. They could argue. They could talk. They could talk in the huddle. He could break out of the huddle and say, hey, we're running this. And at the last second, Michael Irvin could say, hey, Aikman, I need you to look for this, all right, because it's going to be open. Okay, I got you. But you can't do that with Dak. He has too many things he's processing as a young quarterback. So Dez and Dak didn't work out. But if you could have brought him back and said, look, you're going to get 4 to 6, 7 targets a game, maybe 1. You might get 1 target a game. It depends on how the game's going. If we need you, we're going to come to you. But if we don't, please, we need you to be quiet and let Dak, because Dak is he's a young quarterback. He's learning. And that's how they should have done it. And Dorsey Dorsett and my man number 33, that's exactly what I've said before, and you brought that back up, and it's exactly right. They need to deal with grown ass men like grown ass men. I don't care what they get paid. I love Shaquan. He's crazy. What he is doing with the bad O line. Yeah, you guys are going to be scary if you can fix those issues on the line and the quarterback. Uh, I think Eli could play better if he had a line as well. Jimmy Johnson never had a weakness on being too sensitive. No, man, it's a business, bro. You and egos is what pissed me off. I deal with that shit every day. Sometimes we got egos, and you got to be able to talk to people. And hey, why did he say that to me? Because it's the damn truth. That's why I said that to you. Now you got me tripping. No, you got me tripping, man. I need to relax. I haven't seen it. I'll check it out. Oh, really, man? And there's a situation, Hank, I want to talk about what Dorsey Dorsett's talking about, being sensitive. There's a situation where Troy Aikman was pissed. It was after Jimmy Johnson left. Troy Aikman was pissed because he said Barry Switzer don't do nothing but walk around here slapping people on their ass. I got linemen coming at me. I'm the only one that'll argue and complain about anything. I'm the only one that's got passion around here. I'm the only one that wants to get anything done. He was livid ass pissed on the sideline, and if you watch the Troy Aikman documentary, you'll see he was pissed off at Barry Switzer, because that was when the team just started falling like this, and Troy Aikman said, "I'm out of here. I retire. I'm done. I'm not dealing with this." Because no one would talk to anybody and tell them the truth. Nobody would face up and say, "Look, the line sucks. You need to fix this." And you don't say, like I said, you don't using that word, or you guys are not playing well. You're playing shitty. But yeah, Jimmy Johnson never had a weakness and when he left Troy Aikman, that's why. And the thing was, Troy Aikman and Barry Switzer were like this. Barry Switzer had got him to that's where he got him, out of college, and they were recruiting him and all that stuff. The whole story's in the Troy Aikman documentary. But yeah, Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Need that new gen Manster on defense. Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, we're straight on defense, man, for a while, and hopefully we can sign these guys if we get Dak at a good price, and we can keep the team well-rounded team. You don't want a team anytime where one person is too important. This LeBron James shit. LeBron decides, I'm leaving Cleveland. The whole city shuts down. If seriously, if Dak decided to leave, I wouldn't like it, but okay. Thanks, brother. Well, I appreciate it. You got us to 13-3 once, but we didn't win a playoff game. I mean, we'll look for another quarterback. But the rest of our team is solid enough. It doesn't hurt that bad. We've got a good defense. We've got a good offensive line. Our receiving core needs some help. Our tight ends need some help. That's about it. I think you put Fitzgerald back there, Ryan Fitzgerald. I think he would do great. I think he would do just as good as Dak, maybe better. I think there's a few quarterbacks you could put back there that might be better than Dak. But I think with what we have, Dak is good enough. If Dak asks for too much money, deuces, peace, man. Take it easy. It sucks, but we need that money to keep the rest of our team together. And that's what I don't like about LeBron James type situations. And it's different though. In NBA and their setup is completely different. NFL has it tough. Jason Garrett got rid of T.O. when he called out his faults, or exposed the fact that the logo being worth a damn nowadays. Yeah. Players with passion are tough to deal with when you have a huge locker room. 53 players is different, even in basketball, where a team is small. You can pull 12, 14 guys together and say, hey, look, this guy is just like that. We have to, he's part of our team. Let's deal with it, But if you have 53 players and 6 of them, 10% of your players, let's say six or so, are upset. On a basketball team, 12 players, 10% of your team, maybe 2 players are upset. You can usually work it out. you talk to 2 guys, but when you got to talk to 7 or 8 guys that aren't happy, it just makes things different. The numbers are different, I think. Troy Aikman hardly ever threw 300 yards a game, and yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying earlier. Troy Aikman was not the most amazing, outstanding quarterback. He was accurate. He made good decisions. He didn't turn the ball over. He let Emmett do his job, and he fed off of it. And if Dak, and I think he has that personality. I think Dak will feed off, and that's why I think Jerry Jones and the you know uh, Will McClay and Stephen Jones and Jason Garrett. I think that's why the team is stuck on him, and he's a good motivator. The team loves him. I think the receivers are the only ones that get a little frustrated with him sometimes, and that's because of the accuracy. But if they can win, the receivers will put up with that. They'll understand. Hey. But that's another thing with these receivers. I don't see us ever really having a really, really high end receiver because I can guarantee you Julio Jones would never come to the Cowboys. He's not going to get enough food. He's not going to get enough targets, so he's not going to get paid enough. Antonio Brown never would come to the Cowboys. They'd be like, no, you guys run the ball too much. You guys got a quarterback that's not so accurate. So why would they come here? I want to go, first of all, they're going to want to go where they think they can get a lot of targets, get a lot of catches, make a lot of money, and win some games. That's the order players are in now. I think Dez could have coexisted, but Jason Garrett is, yeah. I You ain't saying nothing I don't believe in, Dorsey. I don't like the fact that Dez is gone. They should have sat him down and talked to him. And I don't know why they didn't. He would have taken a pay cut. He said it himself. Um, I think he almost, when they were thinking about bringing him back, I think he would have played for free just to show him that he could exist. I don't think he would have been that much of a problem if they would have sat him down and talked to him, and they would have been serious. And there was affection there. There was a lot of affection between Jerry Jones and Dez Bryant. Jerry Jones, I guarantee you, could have set him down and said, "Look, Dez, I love you, man. The team loves you, but we've got a situation. We've got a young quarterback that we've got to focus on him. We can't focus on what you want. We got to focus on what he needs." And if they could have told Dez that, Dez would be like, "Damn, that's deep. I want to be a Cowboy," and he would have stayed. And it would have been all pink ponies and unicorns and dolphins and flowers and shit. And we could have changed the star to a rainbow or some shit. I'm joking, man. But no. Dez could have existed. The Really, that's the one thing I can say as an organization, and for Jerry Jones saying he's a businessman, he's gotten away from how to run business because he's focusing on these sensitive ass football players, and you can't treat them like that. If you go treat them like that, you're not gonna win. You got to treat them like men. You got Belichick. Belichick will do it. Jimmy Johnson will do it. That's where the winning attitude comes from. You got to have winning first. And if these guys don't have winning first, then they're gonna treat, oh, we got to keep this player happy, and we don't want to ruffle nobody's feathers and all these things. So, am I locked up? I think I'm frozen. I think the battery is. There we go. Sorry guys, I had a battery issue there for a second. Let me reset this sucker. My battery on the camera is getting low, so I might have to turn the microphone off. Let me see. Let me check my battery and see where I'm at. I wouldn't be surprised if Jason Garrett feels threatened by players loving. Oh, are you crazy? Hell yeah, Dorsey Dorsett. Don't be like that, man. You know Jason Garrett. He probably looks in the mirror. Dorsey Dorsett, you crazy. I know what he does. Dude looks in the mirror before. Jason Garrett's, am I look okay? Are all the players going to be okay with, let me practice my clap before I go out there. Let me think about what I'm going to say. Because I know Chris Richard, and I bet you the players, when they walk out, they're all around Chris Richard. Yo, what's up, man? How you? And then Jason Garrett walks in. They're like, oh shit. Hey, Jason, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, I can guarantee you, he don't he feels jealous about the team bonding around Chris Richard. And it actually did. It showed him up a little bit. It showed Jason Garrett up when Chris Richard got in that argument before the game and had got the little powwow thing going. I can assure you that Jason Garrett didn't like that. He was maybe this week that's what's gonna happen. Dorsey Dorset, my man 33. This week, what's gonna happen is we're gonna go out there and Jason Garrett's gonna get in a fight with one of the players from Atlanta and he gonna get his ass whipped. Oh, dude, that shit would be funny if Jason Garrett went out. Okay, all right, let's see. I gotta find somebody to. He's gonna go over to the punter. He's gonna go over to Atlanta's punter and push him in the back and start a fight. And the punters go tag his ass out and walk off. That shit would be funny, but like, hey man, coaches don't need to be fighting. That's funny, dude. Where we at? I miss him. Saquon is really humble. Yeah, dude. You guys got a solid player, and I think he's one of those players too. The teams are really looking into these players and in studying their background and where they come from and their personality and if they like flashy things. I mean, if you got two players and one of them, hey, he's trying to rock his gold and he wants to roll in his Lambo and have all these things. They're like, okay, we can get him, but he's gonna ask for something. He's gonna ask the team to buy him more shit. So that's why you get away from that. And if you look at a player and you never know, if you say, oh, this guy's a top 5 pick, but this guy's in maybe a top 10 pick. I'd prefer to have the guy at the top, in the top 10 if I know he's laid back, he's not flashy, he's not wanting all these crazy things, and that's the way he works. That's just the way I am. That's the way I feel about it. So does Shaquan Barkley feel that way? I don't know. But I think that's what we got in. I think that's what we got in Dak Prescott. I don't think he's going to try to kill our roster with a crazy ass salary and kill our salary cap. You gotta look for salary cap friendly players as well. You can't have everyone rolling up in Lambos and gold chains and spending $500,000 in a nightclub and shit like that. So, but that's why I think Dak can work for us. Dak will allow us to keep the tools around him. You say, hey Dak, we can pay you, but we go all these dudes around here. There's only so much food on the table, and I'm gonna tell you, if I was in the locker room and I was a tight end or I was a running back or I was a defense or I was safety, and I knew that this dude just signed a huge ass contract, and that meant they probably ain't gonna be able to pay me now. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, hey man, don't you think about everybody else? Why you want to? What do you need $35 million damn dollars for? You're a quarterback. Go sign some contract with Wheaties and Legos and Apple Computer or iPhone or some shit like that. And that's what Tom Brady's done. His wife makes all the damn money. He don't need a big ass salary. And now Cowgirl Crunk, if she made a hell of a lot of money, I could drive Lambos and all that stuff too. But she's doing good. My girl's working on it. I'm joking, baby. If you can hear me, where we at? Yeah, I'm about half-ass crazy. Plus, it's 7:45 in the morning, and I got up at 2 a.m. to start watching the pregame, so I need some sleep. If I would have been interesting to see what Richard and Dez could do together if he was a head coach. Yeah, aggressive play calling, man. That's what we do need more of it. And the aggressive play calling is going to open up the run game. And we saw that in Jacksonville, and we saw this against the Philly game. And we saw it in some other games on spot occasions. But it seems like they go away from it. The second quarter, I don't think we put up 1 point in the damn second quarter all season. I know we have. But, I mean, really, Our second quarter is dismal. We come out with a good game plan, we get started, we get rolling, and then we fall off. So, uh, Buddy Johnson, Cowboy Crunk, do more of those sports bro spoofs. Oh, are you talking about the? I didn't finish that. You know why I didn't finish it? It didn't get a lot of views. Um, the Hooper one, I might have to. I think I can delete that video and repost it. I don't know if that's legal or not legal or what, but it was fun doing it, and I thought it was. If you guys don't know, I did a video on Hooper. Hooper's an old stunt movie with Burt Reynolds in it. You know, Burt Reynolds passed away earlier this year, and I did a video where it's Hooper and the kid, and it's a it's basically like Tony Romo and Troy Aikman and all these. I took the video or the movie, and I took some clips from it. Yeah, Rogers just got sacked. Punt. Uh, um, I did a video. I just replaced the names and replaced some, type some words on there. It was actually a test video to see how good I was at playing around with camera shit, and I'm not very good. So it took me like a week to make a 20-minute video, and it didn't come out perfect either. So I need some video equipment. Yeah, that okay. I'll find one. Uh, there's a dude he looks like. I don't have my damn. There's a guy he looks like that's in a movie. My wife hates that damn movie. It was one of my favorite movies when my son was young. It was called Drop Dead Fred. And there's a guy in there called Velcro Head, and he kind of looks like Velcro Head. Jason Garrett has that really, really coarse red short hair, and he's just got it. It looks like red Velcro. I don't know. Velcro Head's what I'm gonna call him. But I don't want to offend nobody. I gotta see what my I gotta see what my camera's on. Let me do this. Let me put it on this tripod. Hey guys, I'm gonna change the camera real quick because I need to plug it in. If I plug it in, not camera, I'm gonna change the microphone. If I don't plug it in, I'm gonna lose my camera here in a minute. I need a bigger battery. I need a bigger battery on my camera, so let me. There we go. There we go. And now I need to set this here, move this out of the way. So the game, hey man, this is coming in. It's turning into a game. I might have to watch the fourth quarter with the damn camera off. Might wind up getting into this game. Change my tripod. All right, that should work. I think it's uneven, but I'll fix it. That'll work right there. Bang! All right, guys, it's probably not going to be as loud. You probably can't hear me as well. But, and it's going to cut that off, right? Yeah. Sorry guys, I need a bigger battery to go through my. If I'm gonna continue to do like 3-hour shows, I need a bigger battery. That's all. But now I'm on my mobile. This is my mobile camera setup, which I like. Actually, I use it in the airports. I use it when I'm traveling. I actually should have taken it with me when I did my traveling in Dubai. Would have made things a little bit easier. Holy crap.
Damn, dude. What? Hey, Hank. Seriously, I'm not interested. I mean, I'm interested in. That's cool. He can do that. Um, but I don't have my channel monetized. I don't. I had a couple of videos last week that had like 30,000 views and all that stuff. But I mean, I don't. I'm not interested in making money in this unless I can make money. But yeah, if he can shout me out, that's cool. I want to find out from somebody how this YouTube stuff works because I just started doing it because I'm over here in Afghanistan. It gives me an opportunity to hang out and talk to people. It gives me an opportunity to, you know, it's really pissed me off that my live channel is shut down because when my live channel, my other live channel was up, I had 600 watchers. You know, I'd have 600 people watching during a live game. Um, what is his channel on, or what is his channel concerning? Because I have stuff on my car. On the off season, I want to be doing a lot of car stuff. Zeke is loving not having all them 8 9 man boxes since yeah, and that and Dorsey Dorset, that 8 or 9 man box is going to come right back unless we continue to throw the ball. We've got to throw it. Even if we start the game off, the first drive, focusing on, you know, focusing on throwing the ball, we got to do that. Yeah, I'll have to do one about Jason Garrett. That's a for sure. I have no problem doing that. Cowboy Crunk, the Rockets are blowing out the war. Oh, are you serious? That's on the other channel, I'm sure. I'm sure it's on here. Let me check those. Let me check out that. Be on 107. NBA on TNT. Yes, it is. The Rockets are up. Ooh, damn. 101 to 78. The Rockets haven't really looked good this year so far, but yeah, that's a lock. That game is over. 2 minutes left. Man, yeah, that's nice to hear. I like to follow my Rockets. I really used to follow them a lot when we had you know the boys back in the day. I actually officiated a couple summer league games with Lewis Lloyd and Mitchell Wiggins. Were They were coaching or something? I can't remember, but it was summer league games where some of the older. A monthly Buddha. Mouthy Buddha is the channel name. He covers a lot of shit. Conspiracies, aliens, and puts his music on there too. I know you're not in it for the money, but yeah, nah, you're right, Hank. I've told myself I'm not in it. I don't want to do it for the money, but I'm telling you now, everybody's got shit to pay for. If I was doing this and had fun doing it, and I I promote all the guys out there that got me started or that I've been around. Mark Holmes is the one that really got me started. He's never told me, hey, Crunk, go do a page. Yeah, Travis Frederick is showing signs of rehabbing, so that's good. I don't think he'll play this year, but the main thing is his family and stuff like that, and him being a father. So exactly, not run our heads into a wall. Hell yeah, Die Hard Rockets. Oh really? Hell yeah, baby, dude. I was when I had the cat back in the day, bro. I love me some Akeem the Dream. Some he was Akeem the Dream, but they also called him the Cat. It was not very well known for that, but he was just quick as a cat. The Dream Shake, Ralph Sampson, Lewis Lloyd, Mitchell Wiggins. I actually played 1-on-1 against Calvin Murphy at a Rice basketball tournament. I was at a Rice basketball tournament and played. Calvin Murphy was doing a free throw clinic, and he walked up to me and said, like thousands of people there. He just threw me the ball and said, "Hey man, pitch me some free throws." So I was shagging free throws for him, and he was giving the clinic, and then we played 1-on-1, and I lost. I had him beat, and I missed a layup, but that was my fault.
Um, Monthly Buddha. I'll have to check that out. Mouthy Buddha. I'll look that up as soon as. Matter of fact, let me look it up right now, real quick. It only take me a second. Mouthy Buddha. Tell him I'm subscribing to his channel right now. Now, oh, it come up automatically. So I'll subscribe to his channel. Then I don't know what it is, but I'll check it out later. Now let me go back to my channel and start my live stream back up. So I subscribed. Yeah, he does. Dude got 112,000 subscribers. I've got about what 2,200 almost on my other channel. So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with 2,200. What is this? Oh, look at that. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Yeah, you can't do nothing about that. This game is going slow, bro. So, we need to get rid of the clapper. Clap on. We need to clap on, clap off, and clap his ass off the field. Off the roster, and off the field as well. So, just the way I feel. It's time for bacon and eggs, dog. I don't know who out there's hungry, but I'm cooking bacon and eggs in about 30 minutes. I've been having bacon and eggs every morning. And if you guys, anyone out there military or prior military or spend any time overseas, these commercials are horrific. But I gotta respect my military, even though they make the worst commercials in the world. So we're working, guys. This is what we're working towards. I'm gonna pull my camera up here for a minute. Yeah. This is what we need, baby. We need to line up some more of these. That's the Dallas Cowboy fans of Houston. That's a club I go. We have lunches and dinners and stuff like that, I guess. Here's the Hot Boy hat. That's part of the Cowboy Crunk channel. And ring it up on offense, the Hot Boy drum. Keep them Hot Boys happy. There we go. Should be there. Don't show the TV. Oh, good Lord. They'll shut your YouTube channel down. Oh my God. See these dorky ass commercials? I don't really want to play basketball either. But they're not actors, you can tell that. Alright. I gotta grab something real quick over here. Breakfast time. Grab me a couple breakfast bars. Sorry guys, my bad. I gotta do something though. It's old breakfast 30. So we got 3 minutes 3:20 left in the game. Seattle's down by 4. So they need a touchdown, 2 field goals. They got plenty of time. We still got the fourth quarter. I cannot believe I'm pulling for the damn Packers. What was that? You can't do that.
He just tossed it. So, with Washington, having Houston this week, um, it's going to be. Oh my good! Oh, he caught it. That wasn't a catch. That was a catch. He took like 3 or 4 steps. He 1, 2, 3. That's a catch. That's a catch. Real quick, ones or twos, catch or no catch. That's a catch. Yeah, he took like 3 steps. That's a definite catch. 100%. That's horrible, man. He took like 3 full fucking stride steps. Oh, am I allowed to say that? Let's go Pack. Go Green Bay Packers. I don't want to say go Pack, then I sound like a real Packers fan. Come on, Aaron Rodgers. We need you to meet us in the playoffs. That's all we need. We need Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs so we can cut the head off of the dragon. Yep, that's a catch, D. It's a catch, baby. D, you said you're from Austin? It was Austin or California? Catch and fumble, yeah. He had it in one arm. 1, 2, 3. When you look at it in slow motion, it looks like he was doing this, though. I think it's a catch. Yeah. Yeah, he took like 3, 4 strides. Good call, my man. Okay, I'm not too far away from you. I had to drive to Austin one time. I was shipping my car's son. I mean my car's son. I am tired. I was shipping my son's car to California. Yeah, I had bought him a car and I was shipping it to him. Is that what? I, yeah, it had to be. Anyways, I left my wallet in his car because I drove the car there and dropped it off, put it on the truck. I couldn't find my wallet, and I called the truck driver, and so I drove to Austin. I hadn't been there in a while. You know what, my wife and I need to make a trip to Austin. I've been telling her how, but we can't do it in December. It's too damn cold to be on 6th Street in December. Hell no. Right, honey? No 6th Street in December. It's too cold to be outside. I gotta grab a cup of tea. It's Afghanistan. You gotta drink tea. Give me 2 minutes. call it time. Uh-oh, Russell Wilson looking deep. Ha! Tea time. What happened here? Was it good or what? Oh. All right, my bad. All right, here we go. Catch and fumble, yes sir. Living in Austin. Yeah, it's too cold to be out there at night running around in the streets. So, Cowgirl Crunk could kill my ass. I try to take her down there. So, I'll wait till the May vacation or April, something like that. I'll be home again. I got to get my ass out of Afghanistan so I can be home watching football, sitting in a recliner, second floor. See, this is what we need. We need situations where it's like second and four. If we throw the ball, if we throw the ball a little bit on first down, on and off, we should pass the ball on first down about 40% of the time. Maybe somewhere around that. Is it cold here? Hey, what's up, Luca? Luca being quiet, man. Luca Brazzi, don't sleep on him. In the morning, it's pretty cold. We'll get sometimes, a few inches of snow. Like one year, we got about a little more than probably about 2 feet of snow. But in the afternoon, it warms up a little bit. Unless it gets really cold like that, it'll get cold
and stay cold for a while. But yeah, it gets down a little below freezing right now. I think a little bit, and then during the day it's about 60, 65. But it will get down into the freezing temperatures, you know. So, but I'd say the average is about 40. Uh, the average is about probably somewhere between 30 and 40 at night. I don't know. I don't go outside too much. Try to stay my ass in here. I just blew the sink up though. We had problems with the hot water yesterday, so a few days ago actually they came out and fixed the hot water heater. Now the water is so hot it's blowing the pipes up. The water is so hot in the hot water heater is blowing the damn pipes up. I just blew the sink up. I was uh, yeah, about 35 to 40% is what we need to do first down. Oh shit. Well, we got to throw. I think we got to throw a little bit more on first down than we have been, uh, and that will free us up. It'll free us up to run on third down. You know what I mean? Everybody's well, if you go throw on first down, uh, we're gonna end up passing too much, and we're gonna forget about Zeke. No, you're not gonna forget about Zeke. That means you'll be able to run him on second down and maybe even third down. But if we just run him on first down every time, and they key on that. Oh yeah, the I had to unplug the microphone. I'm sorry, and I'm talking this direction, and also the volume on the TV. But yeah, you know what? I think I can probably plug my. I think I can plug the camera back in or the microphone. The microphone has much better sound. Um, but if we could pass the ball a little bit on first down, I think that'll really help us out a lot. Um, is the sound a little better? I can change back to the microphone. I think I had to charge my cable for a while. So it's third and 26. What the hell happened? And they run it. And look at that. Russell Wilson out front blocking, dude. That dude's crazy, man. That's enough to keep any opponent, yeah, left on our schedule off balance. Exactly. Um, we're not trying to be Kansas City. We're completely different. We don't need Dak Prescott to be Patrick Mahomes. We need Dak Prescott to be Dak Prescott. We need Dak Prescott to be, similar to Russell Wilson, with a little bit more, durability. Um, 1 point game, baby. Here we go. Going into the fourth quarter. Do my T thing. But it is definitely time for some breakfast, man. It sounds louder. Yeah, all I did was turn the TV down a little bit. The TV was probably just drawing a little bit of the sound. I think I should be able to throw this thing back on though. I'm not gonna stay on much longer. I think I'm gonna watch the last quarter of the game here. Yeah, that's actually what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump off, guys. I'm gonna watch the last quarter of this game. I'm gonna eat some breakfast, and we will see you guys Sunday for the game. I also will put out a couple videos. Uh, I'll put out a couple videos this week um, pertaining to the upcoming game. Also, I want to do a little bit of work on Leighton Vander Esch and the defense, and I want to do a little bit of work on the corners. I really want to study just a little bit for a little time. I want to study the cornerbacks this year and the the scheme that somewhere it's changed a little bit. I think so. I want to study that. I'll get that out this week. I'll also be doing the live show here from Kabul. Uh, Hey, thank you, Luca Brazzi. Hey, thank you, Dorsey. Thank you to the Giants fan that was here earlier. Um, didn't see Stevie Mac tonight. That's one of the regulars. I know that it's tough to find this channel. Where are we at? Dorsey Dorset, my main man, 33. Thank you very much, Buddy Johnson. Hadn't seen Buddy in a while. Thank you, man. Hank, if you're still out there, thank you, my man. And we'll see you Sunday for the game. If you guys want to jump over here, I know there'll be a lot of guys showing the game on Sunday, doing the live show. So, move around, switch out, check everybody out. Noah, there you go. Noah Cahill. Thank you for jumping in real quick. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna grab some breakfast. It's like 8:20 here. Friday is their Saturday, so for in Afghanistan, if your day off is Saturday, Sunday, but for them it's Friday. But it's because they have 1,000 holidays in a year. I don't understand this shit. But anyways, so I'm gonna jump off. Take care, guys. We'll see you Sunday. Check out the videos. Cowboy Crunk, the main channel, is where I do the videos, and I'll do the live streaming here. So join both channels, guys. Thank you very much. Take care. Peace.